All right, we're live. OTNG Session 32.
Wow, I rolled 1,056.
Okay, say that all again, please, Aaron.
Oh, I was saying that you should check what's being presented in the Hangout and make sure that's kind of consistent with what you're seeing in your Roll20 session. I just want to make sure you have the same areas revealed as all the other players. I'm going to ask Nils to do the same when he returns.
Okay, just 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, looks good.
Cool. Cool.
As far as second characters, I'm happy to bring the luck battery, and I'm happy to let someone else gain some experience too. So, no ego involved.
Luck battery is always fine with me.
Well, seeing that I'm back down to...
You and me both lost hit points.
11 hit points.
Ouch.
I wouldn't mind some...
Yeah, you guys were going to run a camping session as well. I don't think we did that.
No, we didn't. We kind of ran out of time.
I think you did a little bit. I think, Peter, you did a little bit of healing on Gerda.
Yeah, but I was going to check. I haven't healed anyone else yet, and I wanted to do that before we started this session if anyone else is wondering.
Right. It is
nightfall.
It is still the 6th day of Sword that has a -2 spell check. If you wait until the 7th day of the Sword, then it's a +3 spell check. So trade-off for you there about how you want to manage that.
I'm at 11, which is my permanent -2 that I got from getting bit last time. So
that's your.
I don't need to be healed
critically.
We'll check with Ethan and Nils as well.
I think I'm at full. Yeah.
Excellent. I think Hammy might also be. Gerda is back at full now, though her hand is not. She needs to keep working on it. I don't know if she can use the bow well yet. I'm going to assume not.
With the penalty, you could.
Okay.
But
she's going to start tattooing it, by the way, because I need to find a figure it's got this so I can tattoo where the joint.
Oh, the scar around the
left
forearm.
You got to take your time, all the rituals at the right pace and all that.
So there's I think there's another complication that you need to think about too, is with your shield. I mean, you could certainly lash it to yourself, but that would be a rather permanent kind of fixture, something for you to think about if you want to do that. And I would say that it probably takes a turn either way, lashing it or unlashing it.
Okay.
With the help of a companion, right? Probably Horace would be the most martial of the bunch.
Can my hand hold the lantern well yet, or?
I mean, you could. Yeah, I mean, the way it works is you sort of drape the ring over your hand.
Right.
Not really holding it; it's sort of perched there.
Yeah, my hand is alive and attached, but I don't have a lot of use of fingers and thumb yet, right?
Right.
That's fine. I think I'm going to go with the strapped shield just for defense in this case. And
Okay. Works for me.
I can still cast that way, right, with my right hand?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it doesn't infect your casting per se. Yours is more of a spiritual intonement, right? Atonement.
Yeah, I just don't want to be a liability.
Well,
I mean, I have an issue, and I want to do the most I can to get around it.
Right.
Be differently abled, not disabled.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right. So you guys have camped. Let's see. Where is the? I don't have my tables. Sorry, guys. Be right back with you.
I should get my character sheets up.
All right, back. So please eat a point of food. Oh, there is some talk about spell casting for food. Oh, and I think, Ethan, you did do the spell casting for food last
Yes, you did.
Yes, I did.
So there's no need to eat a point of food. You recover the hit point, the point of luck, reset your disapproval, and make a 1 point of stamina recovery. And then dawn breaks on the 7th day of the sword. Trying to figure out how to do this. Your lantern has an hour's worth of fuel left in it.
Okay.
And I have it marked here on my time tracker. Is there anything that you want to do on the as you're breaking camp on the 7th day of the sword?
Horace will take the some of the flasks of oil, or the sack of flasks of oil that Garrett has, so that we have extra oil for a lantern.
Okay, just note it down on your note the transfers on your character sheet.
No, it's because Garrett's not here.
Oh, where were you camping? That's also the question I had. You know, there's sort of this broad field that kind of leads up to the mountainside and the entry into the tomb, or into the into the tomb.
The complex, as I like to see it.
Were you camping like just outside the gates, or what was your plan?
I think we wanted to be not far from the gates because we don't have to hike in a mile. But we don't want to be just outside in case something came slithering out in the night to look for food.
Okay, like 100 yards away, 500 yards away.
I think 100 yards away is logical. What do you guys think?
Sure.
Yeah, it's probably good.
Okay.
I have this feeling Knowles will become running out. They're looking for us.
All right. Let's see. As you guys break camp, off in the mists across the meadow, you can see a hulking humanoid shape approaching.
Uh-oh.
I suggest we hide.
There's nowhere to hide. We're in a field.
So it's kind of misty. The vision's probably down to...
How tall is the grass?
The grass is probably ankle height, or a little taller than ankle, you know, like calf height, I would say. You're in a large meadow. Visibility is down to about 25 yards. You can see this shape looming maybe 30 yards distance. So it's more shadowy than anything else.
So looking at the map, are we 100 yards east of the entrance, guys?
Yes, you are 100 yards east of the entrance, and the entrance is some 100 yards to your west.
Okay, and so where's this thing coming?
and it's approaching you from the northeast.
Oh, okay. So we're almost in its way then.
Right. It's coming down in towards the meadow, making its way almost directly towards your camp.
And how roughly within the 5 seconds that we saw this, how tall is it?
It's twice the size of a man.
Okay.
Yeah, even Horus doesn't really want to fight it.
It might be friendly. We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing's ever friendly.
Mm-hmm.
I say Gibb says we should retreat quietly without making too much ruckus. See if
Like
we can
down
get
south.
away. Yeah.
Yeah, see if it goes around
And then
us.
see if it goes in, or if it pursues, then we'll fight.
Okay. So you're gonna break off towards the south then, it sounds
Yeah.
like. Okay. Let me bring up one reference that I need.
Are you sure it's not just me catching up?
No, it's not you catching up. You're with the
Not
party.
that tall.
But that's how tall he feels he is.
I would say that's
Yeah.
he thinks he's that.
Nils, did you have any questions about the last session while I'm pulling up my other references that I need for the game?
Why the hell did Peter put his arm in the hole?
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
I don't know if you saw my response, but that's straight out of Alan's Tomb of Horrors.
I did see that, yeah.
Yeah, that was a typical noob move. I own that.
I gotta hand it to you.
Hey, I gotta say though, I was pleased that I had a good logical and rational way to reattach it.
With magic.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it didn't bend the rules or break them. It made sense in
within
the universe.
in the paradigm, right?
Right. It wasn't like a gimme or a complaint. It was like, well, in this world, this makes sense.
Right. Absolutely.
But no, I don't. I listened to the full thing today while I was working, and other than questioning some bad choices, I don't have any questions.
Well,
Okay.
good. You can lead us through the door of buzzing sounds tonight.
Exactly.
Sure.
I hate to say it, but I really think we have to go in there. Got a bad feeling about this.
Wait, what happened? Okay, that's interesting.
He always says that when it's lethal.
Okay. So you guys, let's see, you guys sort of quickly hustle to the south from your camp, leaving much of your food and whatnot. Ridian, we have a token on the map for you.
Okay.
And you can see breaking through the mists and come, scavenging through your camp is this large ape. Think, gorilla.
Like the size of the dead body ones we saw inside?
Yes. Very similar in species, I suppose you might say. And it sort of rumbles through your camp and then proceeds towards the entry to the tomb and disappears within the, or it starts making its way towards the entry to the tomb.
Well, good thing we were going there anyway.
I'm sorry. I know we were camping outside. At what point did this thing show up?
Kind of like dawn as you were sort of breaking the camp and the mists were clearing from the meadow that leads up to this kind of mountainside, this sort of cliff face where the tomb has its entry. And I don't know if you saw the video with the handouts, Nils, but I can certainly show you again the entry.
I wonder if we
I
can.
saw the handouts that you gave.
I'm a genius.
There's a chance we could parlay with it probably if it's going in there, maybe looking for its other kin that disappeared and that are dead now.
Yeah, it'll be happy about that. I hope it doesn't blame us.
True.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I can only show the handouts to you once, so you guys would have to check the journal yourself to see the handout for the entryway.
That would be entry.
By now, it's the gorilla's kind of approached the door and it's sort of snuffing all around it. You know, it sees the big statues and it sort of stands up, rears itself big, and you know, kind of shakes its arms and pounds its chest, and then it crunches down and you know snuffles around them some more.
What do we have the priestess with us? The nature priestess?
Heck yeah.
We do.
By the way, Nils, did you want to bring your second character tonight, or should we bring the luck battery?
Not to complicate things, but Aaron, how do you want to handle my servants if Ridian's here?
You can certainly bring them. They're 0-level characters until you give them some experience to level them.
Okay. I didn't know if so they're basically just kind of like in the way and can carry things.
And act as 0-level characters, yeah.
Right.
Hoarders. They get firewood.
They are Kith. They don't have any of their Kith abilities until you level them. I have an outline of their Kith abilities that I haven't shared with you yet.
Okay. Well, being that there's supposed to be an item of great power in here, Ridian's definitely coming.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll bring him, and then I'll bring my servants, and then since they're 0 level, and then somebody else can bring a second character.
Yeah, the 0 levels don't really count towards this level.
If I had my servants with it, I would have had them put their arm in the hole.
There you go. See, somebody had to do it, and you weren't here. So.
All right.
So does the priestess feel like trying to talk to the ape?
Absolutely, I can talk to the animals.
All right. Why don't you set the scene for me, Peter?
I'm going to approach.
Show us how you commune with this ape.
Is he he's snuffling along the entrance there?
Yeah, he sure is. It looks like he's just about ready to step inside and make his descent into the darkness.
Well, I'm going to move towards him cautiously in the sideways gait that he does, sort of looking down and shuffling. And we've seen plenty of apes interacting. I think I should be able to imitate some degree. And I'm going to use my speak with animals.
Okay. Why don't you make your spell check for me? Today is the 7th day of the sword. That's a +3 to spell checks.
Nice.
That's the other reason Ridian showed up today.
Right. Hey, guys.
Holy crap. I have a +9.
Yikes. And remember your... Well, you not only... So I've been thinking about this speak with animals kind of thing.
Because we haven't really used it.
Right, and I need to outline it, but it's going to be sort of like in a tiered kind of progression to the point where you know, animals can understand you, but you might not be able to understand them, to be having a full empathic and telepathic link like you do now.
So this is just like any other spell. The better the roll, then the more able you are to fully.
Right.
I like that.
Right.
And I'm delighted that I rolled a 20. Sorry, I needed that tonight.
Right. I mean, that's a nice way to start. So the gorilla sees you coming at with your cautious sideways gant, and it gallops up to you and kind of crushes you into its arms in this huge embrace and kind of swinging you around and kind of tossing you playfully. It's delighted to see Gerda, but when it sees the rest of the companions, he sets you down and like brushes you behind him slightly, and like is kind of
Protected.
grimacing at the other party members. Not an outright attack. You feel this wave of protection kind of falling over you.
I think similar people may have killed his friends and family.
Yes, and he said, and you hear his grunting assessment in your mind, and he starts chattering at you about, how for years his clan has, many warriors have descended into this mysterious hole in the wall, never to be seen again. Those occasionally they return, but they're never the same. Something's changed deep within their hearts. They're no longer the true. They're no longer true. Have their true spirits and passions.
I can understand because we found some of them in there. We're returning.
And his eyes go wide with horror. You found them?
We're trying to cleanse this place. We're here to stop this from happening anymore.
He says, yes, stop it. It shall never happen again.
We'll do our best. What is the name of your people?
We are the Moonshine Clan.
Oh.
These are my friends. This is my clan. They're here to help me, and we will help you.
Like Gorilla kind comes and paws many of you, and sort of tussles and knocks over Hammy and like presses on him and sniffs his feet. What would you like to talk with this gorilla about? He's told you as much as he has to tell, and from an initial greeting of a long lost friend about how the Moonshine Clan has long shunned this place, and he's seeking out his brothers who've gone missing when they got their oats up to go and explore this hole in the wall.
Offer him to join us, or if not, we can join him, or if not, he could stay back and we'll go in and try to deal with the stuff, but we wouldn't mind him coming along.
I don't think it's safe for him here. This seems like it's a trap for his people, because we found evidence that a lot of his people have been caught and killed here.
And he sits back on his haunches at this and shakes his head sadly. He says, I will warn my people never to enter this place, but there is a strange and powerful call that many of our warriors heed.
We understand. We think we should be able to find it and stop that call.
He says, I will wait here for you for one day. And he goes back to where your camp stuff was and starts pawing through, the foodstuffs, and grabs a leaf of grass and starts munching on it.
When you, for the food of the gods, can you call up a certain type of food for certain types of diets?
Not explicitly. Well, it doesn't explicitly say I can or can't.
I think it depends on the role. It tells you the quality of it and the amount of it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gluten free, so I need to have you call up that.
Well, there's also a manifestation, I think.
Right.
One of the clerics that I played with, they vomited forth the food of the gods.
Right.
This gray, sticky mass.
It's a wonderful man.
Please partake.
It made do, though. We made do.
Yeah, when you're hungry, you're hungry, so.
Damn straight. When we were going down that eternal staircase to get the rune sword, we would have been happy with some vomit food, I think.
Right.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember how it manifested when I cast it.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to do with the friendly gorilla?
Right. So
What was his
food
name, by
rains
the
down
way?
from the heavens.
His name is Sky. His name is Sky.
Very good. Was Garrett gonna summon some food for him? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I think Garrett's probably absent now. That the
Garrett stayed, yeah, or not.
Garrett's kind of run off in fright of this huge gorilla. Along with
Garrett's paying some penance.
maybe they're down collecting water or something at this.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm happy to cast Food of the Gods. I don't think he needs it, but
It'd just be a nice offering, Gib was thinking.
I think you're a wise man, Gib.
If not, let's proceed in.
All right, let me see if I can't summon some fruits and vegetables.
Oh,
What did I roll? I can't.
a 1.
Point of disapproval.
Oh, I got a 20, and then I got a 1. Talk about the full range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice guy.
The gods are fickle. They're warning you, Peter.
Yeah, don't feed the gorilla. That's what they're warning.
Roll a d4, please, for the disapproval.
A 2.
A 2. Let's see. Plant a sacred glen of oaks. Requires 30 minutes of effort and return on an annual basis, or test again by adding +2 to the roll. So you can do that now, or test again at my discretion. At my discretion. Mm-hmm.
So do I have a certain amount of time? Can I plant the oaks tonight on our way back to the camp?
Well, no. If you were in an urban setting, then possibly, or in a setting where you couldn't plant oaks, then yes. But no, you must do it now, or test again, adding +2 to the roll, and I'll call for the time. And
sorry, guys, I need to delay. So if you need to go in without me, okay. But me and the Totoros, I got a bag full of acorns because Ildevar is my mistress.
Yeah, that's fine. Better you going in cursed or something.
There you go. So I'm going to take some time and plant a holy glade. I'm explaining to Sky what I'm doing and why.
He's just sharpening his sword.
And he's having a snack.
All right.
So all of a sudden, this is turning into silent running with the gorilla as Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
That's it. Now we're playing cards for machine parts.
Just note down on your character sheet that you must return to the gates of Gann within 1 year's time to tend to the glen, and you must do that in every year. So that's a requirement of this.
Gates of what?
Gann. Gann.
To tend.
And we'll call, let's see, what year is it right now? We'll say it is the year... It's broken too. We'll say it's the year 264.
So starting in 265, I need to return to my oak grove and.
Correct. Yeah.
Very good. Yeah, if there's no roll of 1, that's
on
better
the fortnight of the sword, the 13th month of our Lord. All right, great. Are you guys ready to enter the tomb of horrors?
Sure.
All right. Do you have your marching order set?
Who wants to hold the lantern?
I see Horace, Gerda, Hammy, Garrett, Ridian. We're missing Gib, and I guess Horace is not present. And then there's a question about who's holding the lantern.
Hammy's happy to carry the lantern.
All right, Hammy will carry the lantern.
Gibbs in the middle.
All right.
Garrett's not here.
Yeah. Okay, good. Thanks.
They're not appearing in this film.
Oh, we'll just leave the marching order north of the in the meadow here where you are outside.
Right.
Mhm.
And let's see. We need Mike's character.
So, Aaron, you'll be proud of me. I'm doing one of your tricks.
What's that?
I printed my own cards.
Oh, right on. For which game?
Wolsung.
Or are you playing that with John?
Yossellens has got me convinced to try it. Plus, I have a ton of figures that I can paint for it without buying a damn thing. I'm like, yeah, I'll try that.
Perfect. I don't have to paint anything. This is perfect.
No, and I can print out the cards. I'm good. And so I'm putting them in their sleeves, and now they're cards.
Oh, and we need. Oh, so that's everyone. Gertie, Hammy, Horace, Gibb, and Ridian. Is your marching order accurate? Hammy's carrying the lantern.
And you mentioned something in one of your emails about not rolling for listening to doors. It's assumed we're doing it, and if there's something, you're going to do the rolling on your own, and if there's something we need to hear or not, you will inform us.
Yes, right. I think that will kind of speed play along a little bit.
I think it's a great idea.
And then that way you don't have to spend, a bunch of time rolling dice for kind of unnecessary things.
Right. More opportunities for sticking your hands in holes this way.
Exactly. More opportunities.
Or your face in a damn vampire bat.
Or your face in a vampire bat.
Like,
yes.
looks like a bag.
That sucks. That steals hit points, right? Those hit points are you remember those two hit points?
Little fucking hit points in the first place.
Yeah, those are permanently lost. They can never be regained.
No, I know. I remember that.
Okay. All right, good. Well, that's a plus.
That's another reason Reading didn't show up.
All right, who's going to drive the party? The party token into the depths.
Not I.
Mike, why don't you be in charge? You're probably not the only one that's not doing something else while we're playing.
But I'm
Okay.
happy to drive. I just drove all last week and feel like I'm being selfish.
No, go for it. I'm good.
All right, I'll drive.
Thank you.
Y'all can drive. So let me know if you need a recap on any of the rooms that you enter into.
I recall.
And you should have you should also be seeing on your Roll20 session a map of the areas that you've already explored.
Yes.
Except for me.
Except for Nils. Do you see nothing?
No, I see what we've currently gone through in this session, but I don't see on my own screen what we've gone through, what you guys went through last time.
All right.
that's
Well,
right.
this is all new for you. So
Right,
I guess
yeah,
you'll
but
just have
I
to.
can't flip over to the Hangout. Actually, that was one of the comments I wanted to make, was watching the video, especially now that you're using this revealing stuff and the party's moving. We need to really be careful about trying to make sure that the Hangout recording stays centered on the action. And
Yeah, that's sort of the harder part, but I can do that shift click trick. So I'm kind of watching the screen
Great.
share too.
Yeah, because the whole time you guys were talking about drawing things on around the entrance, I didn't see any of that because it wasn't centered, which is fine. I guess
Theater of the mind then.
So,
And we should have the full circular lantern. Oh, look, you adjusted it, so now there's shadows from the corners.
Right. So what you have
That's
now
new.
is you have the lantern that's showing a 30-foot radius.
what's the name of the priestess again?
Gerda.
Gerda?
So Gibb mentions to Gerda that that he thinks it'd be a good idea if you have a good, quick ability to try to communicate with any apes we do come across, to mention that we're there on behalf of Skies.
Sky and the Moonshine Clan.
and the Moonshine Clan, so that we can, you know,
Not
have to.
Good idea. Noted.
So we're in the room with the mouth that's got buzzy stuff behind it, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a door to the west, and from that western door, you'd heard insects buzzing and weird clicking noises. Whoops.
And do we still hear that today?
You do hear that same when you come close and listen. So you guys can probably see me pointing on the map. I just want to call out to you that this corridor continues further to the east that I'm pointing at. There's a portcullis here, and you also found a portcullis way down this hallway, right?
Right. And also south of where you're just pointing that second portcullis.
Correct.
You also didn't finish going down that hallway, more to your left.
This
Correct.
way. Correct. Yeah. You did.
That goes further. We did not.
Yep. So where do we want to go?
So to be clear, though, once we removed the monkey heads with the valuable stones in them, there was no mechanism to be seen on any of the pedestals.
Back here in the in this kind of like altar room. No, there were no mechanisms that you all could see, and you did remove all of the monkey heads from each of the three pedestals, and then the vampire bat thing attacked you here in the west.
I'll repeat, even though it cost you hit points, that was a good idea to find the gems. Well done, Michael.
Yay!
Much wiser than putting your hand in a hole.
So, where do we feel like exploring today?
As frightening as the insects are, I think we need to go in there.
All right.
What do you
If nothing
think?
else, we got +3 to our spells and a full party.
Well,
There is that.
I mean, I'm
Oh, we
just
have
thinking
+3
that-
today?
Yes.
Ah,
I'm just thinking that Horace is going to be one who's going to get
I
stuck.
thought we were -2 or something. Like
That was yesterday.
Oh, okay. Okay, well then, before we open the door, then Gib wants to see if he can cast Eckham's Mask to get him that +3.
Sure, go
Good
ahead.
idea.
If that's where, are we going to open the door?
I think we have to. What do you think, Nils?
Yes, sounds reasonable.
Okay.
Okay.
Besides, I think Aaron was disappointed that we skipped it. He wanted to sting
I
Okay,
didn't. I didn't mind.
This is rolling for Eckham's Mask.
Oops.
Well, you're at least at a +6. It's +7.
That's not enough.
Yeah, that's not enough. So it's lost already.
Unless you want to burn luck.
Can Hammy burn it for him?
Yes.
Okay, Hammy will burn 1 luck.
What will 1 do? 1 will not do anything good for us.
One will get you 2.
Oh, even then, if it's 2,
What do you need? Because you're level 4.
wait,
+3
okay,
for the
right
day.
now, so it's +7, right?
What's your
And
intelligence?
then you just gave me 2.
No, what's your intelligence?
14.
Oh, okay.
So I'm
You're at 11 right now with one luck for me. 2 would get you to 13. Is that enough to cast it?
yes,
All right, I'm going to burn 2 luck so you don't lose the spell and you cast it.
perfect. Okay, so now I have infravision, by the way.
Oh, you do?
Now I do, yes, now that the spell went off.
Well, if you leave the party, if you separate yourself from the party and exit from the lantern light, you can use your infravision, which will allow you to see 60 feet.
Right, yes, correct.
But while you're within the effect of the lantern, your infravision doesn't
If the
work.
effect doesn't work. Okay,
I just want you to, and I just want you to be aware. So in that case, you could see 6 squares instead of 3 squares.
okay.
But you'd be separate from.
I'd
the
have to be
party.
separate. Okay.
Let's not separate split the party until it's already split. All right, and I think we're going to have to put our shoulders into it. I recall the door being rather stuck.
So this will be for so that will be in effect for 4 rounds. And which is round again?
Round is seconds.
Round
10
is seconds. So this is for 40 seconds that I get this for. If I'm reading it right. Yep. Okay, so again, Gibbs going to place himself next to the door, not in front of the door, with his ability to basically stick his hand is right next to the edge of the door once it's open and fire off flaming hands.
Because that does not get old.
So we could just open the door a little bit, and I could do that if we so want to risk hurting things that we may not be being, not want to.
It could be a bunch of orphans in there.
I think the only problem with opening it slowly is that it was kind of jammed, and I was going to have to really
yeah, we had to
get
put some weight behind it.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay, well, I'll just be ready to do it one way or the other.
There it is.
And Ridian is readying the sleep spell.
Nice.
Okay.
Curtin's got her shield up because it's easier.
Okay.
And Hammy's holding a lantern.
Okay. Horace, show us how you break down or open the door.
The door opens in, right? We determined that?
Yes, we did determine that the door does open in.
All right. Based on the buzzing, Horace is first going to sheathe his blade.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to get his shield. And he's gonna go ahead and get himself ready to just hurl his body into it with the shield taking the forefront of the blow.
Mm-hmm.
Before this happens, Gibbs going to interrupt everybody getting ready. And
so Horace is getting all geared up and ready to charge at this thing with his shield. And Gibbs oh, sorry, wait a minute.
Gibbs says, maybe we should light a few torches, just in case it's more like itsy bitsy types of bugs that we could just burn if need be, if we get into a fight, because the sword's not going to do you any good, whereas a torch will be much more effective.
Okay, sure. You guys can light a few torches. Who's lighting a torch?
Rather than curse the darkness?
Gib will light a torch,
mm-hmm.
And set it on the ground. And also...
It may go out if you set it down. It's a luck check to do that. But you can certainly try that effort.
Yeah, well, okay, he'll light it and try to set it up against the wall so it doesn't go out.
Okay, make a luck check. Looks like that's good. It doesn't go out. So there's this torch kind of smoldering. You've kind of successfully wedged it into a gap in the floor.
Yeah. Anybody else? I mean, I've got a couple torches I could pass out.
No, Hammy's got his lantern, but he's setting it down in front of him, and he's got his crossbow ready.
So Hammy's setting the lantern down?
Yeah, setting it down carefully, not dropping it.
Okay. And then there's also the torch that's stuck in the ground.
Yeah, does anybody else want a lit torch?
No, I'm kind of limited on what I can do with my hands right now.
Yeah, okay.
Anybody else getting feedback on the line? I'm taking a little bit. I think it might be my headset.
Yeah,
I'm not hearing any.
Okay. It's all on my end.
And if I'm giving you echo again, let me know.
No, you're fine. All right. So, Horace, back to you. This has taken 20 seconds, by the way, Mike, to do all this stuff. So that's 2 rounds for your...
Yep, that's fine.
All right.
Okay.
So...
Go for it, warrior.
Yeah, so he's sheathed his sword. He's got his shield arm ready with his main hand, his right hand, ready to brace it and get it really going.
Uh-huh.
He just assumes this almost fighting stance, and then just slams his shield and his full body weight, just slams it into the left side of the door because it opens inward, so as far away from the hinges as he can.
Okay. So that's pretty good. Why don't you make a DC 10 strength check, and you can add your deed die to that.
Yay.
Nicely rolled.
23.
Yeah.
And the deed goes off.
Yeah, the door just just splinters apart.
We're going to regret that.
Yes, we are.
Let's see.
Close the door! What door?
Ethan, make a luck check to see if you can keep
Stop from falling into the.
If you can stop from penetrating the room, like if you just bash through the door, if you bash through the door into the room. Do you follow?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, this is not gonna go over well.
Oh,
Not even close.
he's in the room.
Okay, yeah. So that's
Crap, we're right behind him then.
how many feet do you go into the room? It's a D2. Oh yeah, so you go the full 20 feet into the room. Let me reveal for you what you see.
Well, maybe it's a good thing I prepped a new 0 level.
Let's see here. All right.
Maybe I told you this was a bad idea.
Wasn't Gibbs' idea.
All right. So would you guys like a tactical map, or would you like to do this theater of the mind?
Theater of the mind, I think.
All right. So
I don't think I need to
so
see
the
how I
warrior
die.
goes blasting into the room, and the
rip
walls and the ceilings are etched with depictions of gray matter. You guys recognize this as, bits of brain and stuff. And all around these depictions of bits of brain are these arcane ruins, archaic ruins.
Ruins or runes?
Runes, pardon me.
Okay. Sorry, I was making noise. I couldn't hear you.
You can also see a door to the northwest, and you can see this the buzzing and the chirping is coming from
The south, where all those little bits are.
where that swarmy bugs is, and it slowly coalesces up into this man-shaped form. Let's see if anybody's surprised.
No, not in the least.
No,
We're
nobody's
so
surprised.
expecting it.
So you guys can see I've got this new macro that I have the surprise check, and it's like classic D&D. So we're not doing anything with the reflex stuff. We're just doing classic D&D. Nobody's surprised. So now it's initiative. Is anybody?
Aaron, at this point, we've seen some shit. It's hard to surprise us.
Gibbs casting a spell.
You're like, yeah, whatever. Bugman. We've seen it all before. I don't think I have a picture of it for you. Sorry. Is anyone casting?
Yes.
Oh, they better be casting.
Well, they both mentioned flaming hands and sleep, if I recall.
All right. Here's the initiative check. Anybody can make it. I don't care. Beat a 12.
No, I have a +2. I'll do it.
Okay.
Please do.
That's the 19.
You guys are up.
All right,
Shall I cast
spellcasters,
first?
please.
While you guys are preparing your spells, I just got to grab a book from my bookshelf. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll cast first.
Rock and roll.
Gonna cast Flaming Hands. So I'm at a plus
7.
total of 11. So 7, 8, 9, 10,
That's
11.
right, because your Eckham's Mask gives you that plus.
Yeah, it gives me a +4. So I'm a plus
Very nice.
11. Come on, give me something good.
26.
Oh,
I did not
goodness.
grab the book, but you do successfully cast your flaming hands. Awesome.
Yeah, 26 is a good roll.
Do you want me to read the result? Where do you have it?
I've got it.
Okay, cool.
Spell produces a blast of fire that burns up to 3 targets within range for 2d6 plus caster level 4 of damage. All targets must be within 10 feet.
All right. Go ahead and roll your damage.
And the clicking was also the swarm of insects?
Yes,
Okay.
right. Yeah, it's sort of like this angry man made of bugs and bees and beetles, and
All kinds of insects. Okay.
its slowness to react is sort of it coalescing around its shape and its form.
Sure.
So is that 2d6 plus caster level? What does that mean?
That means the damage, I believe.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay.
Mr. Fiery Hands. Nice 11. Not even
11 points.
Yeah.
Let's see. So that would be. So you singe it badly. Your burst of fire goes, straight through its torso, and all these beetles and grasshoppers and things like crisp and fry, and there's huge holes in its chest, and then the rest of the bugs just sort of form back around it.
Coalesce back together.
Mm-hmm. Who's next?
I believe another spellcaster.
Nils?
Sure. I'll give a. I'm just wondering if sleep on a swarm of bugs, because it usually sleep does,
I'm
sleep,
stepping away for a second.
It's like a certain number of targets.
It targets, and so I might put like 3 bugs to get to sleep, but we can see how it goes.
Or maybe it will be this figure. We don't know how it works.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So we're currently at a +3. I will do no spell burn.
That's 4 for your level.
See if this works right. Oh.
Uh-oh. That doesn't look good.
Oh, crap. Oh, Horace.
Spell failure.
You and me both.
I don't have my rule book. I'm going to grab it.
I'm pretty sure that doesn't matter. Don't worry about looking it up. Nothing happened.
Oh, 1. Oh, crap. That's a misfire, taint, or corruption. Oh, crap.
You're to the point we should list the things that aren't tainted.
It's a level 1 spell, isn't it?
Yes.
Sleep? Yeah.
Right.
Nils's character gets visually more interesting every game.
I just hope it's not a misfire and he puts me to sleep.
I'm back.
Oh, right. Fumble for the sleep spell, Mike.
Oh.
All right. Let's see. Let's see. Loss, failure, or worse. A D6 modified by your luck.
That makes it even worse. So I'm sorry.
D6 modified by your luck.
So I'm just trying to understand. Is it corruption or misfire, or does that
depends on the result of the check that you're making right now?
Okay, got it. All right. Oh, I think that's already included in there. Because if you look at my spell box, it says 4 for misfire, taint, or corruption. And if I hover over it, I rolled a 5 minus 1 for luck. So I rolled.
You're saying right there on your roll, right there in the chat window.
Yeah, on my chat window at the very bottom, it says 4 for misfire, taint, or corruption.
Spell check 10. Loss, failure, or worse. 4 for misfire, taint, or corruption.
+3. I see the bonus minus is equal to 1. +6. +3. Could you just roll a D6 for me, please?
Okay.
I got a 7.
And what's your
My
luck?
luck, I have a -1 luck modifier, so
that's a 2+, so it's just a misfire. Now roll a D4, please.
Don't hit Horace.
Four. 4 on the misfire. Caster jolts all creatures within 50 feet to total alertness, canceling all sleep as well as all dazes, hallucinations, and other distractions.
We got a cup of coffee.
Yeah, so you guys are like super wired now.
But so is the bug man.
So is the bug man, and it's like swarms into agitation now. Even more greatly agitated than it was before.
All right. Well,
who's next? That was Lucky Nils, because you could have fallen asleep, or you could have caused
put us to sleep.
Put others to sleep.
Right.
Too, yeah.
And we've been eaten by bugs. Okay, Hammy's just firing the crossbow into that thing because it's there, and that's what he does.
Go ahead and make your attack roll.
That's a 12.
That's with all your mods and everything?
Correct.
Its AC is, sorry, I have to make a quick adjustment. That's a miss.
Okay. And Gerda's going in swinging with the mace.
All right.
She's going to step specifically between Horace because he's on the ground, right? Or is he standing up?
Horace is like all the way across the room.
So he didn't just fall in the room. He ran into the room.
Yeah, he burst through the door, and he's on the far western wall there.
Almost comically.
Rather comically, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to still try to, do the Gerda thing. And swing that mace. 11. Not even funny.
And I think you have attack mods and stuff too, but you need a 14.
No, I don't. I have shooting mods for Gerda. I have a strength of 10. Oh, wait, no, because of my level, I have a +2.
Mm-hmm,
yes, it's a 13. But I need a what?
You need a AC6. You need a 14.
Okay, so I just missed. Okay. I keep forgetting that little combat basics box that says attack +2.
Right. It's an easy one to overlook. What I do is I write in the beside the weapon, mace +2, parenthetical, the damage, right? Whatever it is, D8 or D6. So that's a miss. Anyone else? That's everyone, right? Now it's the creature. It has 2 eligible targets, Horace or Gerda.
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. Horace didn't do anything yet.
No, Horace didn't. What will Horace do?
Horace will try and swing at this creature.
Okay. How are you attacking with your sword? Any mighty deed? What do you got?
Yeah, so this creature's like kind of coalescing. He's basically gonna do. He remembered what Ridian, or I think it was Ridian, did with the sword, where he put the sword basically into the heart of the creature coalescing. He's gonna do the same thing with his sword.
All right, go ahead and make your attack.
Excellent.
16.
Looks like the deed didn't go off, but you did hit. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Seven points.
7 points.
I like the character sheets in this system. They're rather handy. I'm still noticing how interconnected everything is.
Right.
Yeah, they're really well done.
Are you guys looking at the Roll20 ones or the?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just realized, I had to update my character, and then boom, it updated it in the weapon. So if I roll the die from the weapon.
Go ahead and do it. Let's see how it looks.
It's not, we're doing it.
You should just click on the, actually, I don't know. I don't remember what the DCC character.
But there's a little die, it says attack. That's what
All right, here's the check against where the attack's coming from the creature. Low order, it's Horace. High order, it's Gerda. It's against Horace. And you take hits AC lots.
I bet.
And it hits you for...
What's this one?
Geraniums and stuff.
2, 4, 4 points.
Okay.
Initiative, right?
Yes.
Alrighty. Let's see.
Sorry, I
Oh,
was just testing it. That
there
was
it
not a
goes.
real roll.
Yeah, that's fine. But now you can see the hits AC and the damage that got thrown out. For some reason, there must be something wrong with your stat block on the weapon. You can keep testing it. That's fine. Anyone casting a spell?
Yes.
Gib, Iridian.
Checking second. Seeing if I have anything else of use. That was like my one spell.
I can't get rid of my input value box. There.
No, I'm not casting.
All right. Beat a lots.
Is that initiative?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. Anybody can roll it.
Yeah, I got a +2, so let's try it. 18, not quite enough.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to exit the game and come right back. I'm getting a lot of things not leaving my screen.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
All right.
All right. Well,
Still talk to me.
Let's see. So same principle. Higher or low order versus for the attack. Low order
Horace
still
again.
Horace, and Horace is hit for AC 8. Plus 12. Plus 7. Hits AC 15.
21.
All right. You
I
guys
may not be able to move very well, but I am armored.
Yeah.
All right, I'll let the spellcasters do their thing while I go get my tea.
All righty.
Yeah,
Okay.
I will wait for the spellcasters as well.
I think it was just the one from Ridian.
Yeah.
Pardon me, from Gib.
Yep. From me. Okay. Casting Flaming Hands again. Stepping in and then gonna step out afterwards.
And shake your arms about.
And do the hokey pokey.
Yeah, you can do it from the doorway, I think. Mhm.
So, well, I'm plus 11. So that's
14.
14. And that is, I get a 1d6 points of damage. 1d6.
All right, go ahead and roll it.
Without even caster level. Nothing.
Oh, just a flat D6. Okay.
Yep, just a flat d6.
Ooh, lots of bonuses.
Okay, a few more bugs get crisps from fire flying from Gib's open, outstretched palm. Who's next?
Horace will take a swing. Or he'll basically try and do what he did last round.
Let's.
So
Oh,
since
so it's stopped coalescing, so that's
Oh,
no
okay.
longer happening.
Well, he'll still try and drive his blade like through where he would assume like a heart would be.
All right. Go ahead and make your attack.
Oh, that's a crit.
Oh, nice. Go ahead and roll your damage. Or what is your crit table, please?
Oh, my crit table is disgusting now. My crit D20 on table 4.
Yikes. D20 on table 4. All right, go ahead. And then but you don't add your D die, right? It's just this.
Nope.
D20.
So it ends up being a 1 because I have my luck penalty.
Oh. It is a Herculean blow. Inflict an additional plus 2d12 damage.
Wow.
And that's
Okay.
a 1.
That's what I was going to say. That's a 1. Nice.
All right, total damage. Oh my goodness. That's terrible.
Double one.
It really was a 1.
Yeah. Wow.
7 points. That
That's a
should
lot
have
of
killed.
ones.
Right. Can you guys see the health bar on the monster?
Yes, I can.
Yes.
Cool.
And I'm enjoying it.
So since Horace is in the room, can we step into the room so we can see what's left in there?
Oh, the party
one-
marker. Sure.
Yeah. Okay, so not much. All right.
But there's runes
Yeah,
that I need
there's
to
these
try to read.
there's these weird drawings of brain matter all over the ceilings and walls, and there are these runes inscribed all around the gray matter.
All right, I'm swinging my mace.
Yeah, at crit table 4, it doesn't really matter what you roll.
Yow! That's a hit, Peter. Go ahead.
Mace is D6 or D8? So
D8.
D6.
Maze is 6?
Ah, 1 point. Damn it. I'm trying here.
D6. Anybody else?
Yeah. So just as a general tactical statement, anytime we go into combat, my servants are going to be watching our back. That's what they're trained. I'm going to train them to do that.
Okay, so they're sort of guarding the rear, as it were.
Yeah, just like looking away from the combat, making sure nobody comes down behind us.
Oh, sneaks up on you. Okay, all right.
Right, and then for Viridian's task or Viridian's action, he's going to try to read the runes,
Okay.
or try to understand what they say.
Intelligence check DC 15.
Dang.
Yes, a mace is a D6.
Yeah, it is.
Anybody else getting slow dice to the screen, or
Yeah,
other weird
only a
things?
tad.
Other
My-
weird things like Peter's character sheet boxes wouldn't disappear and stuff. I've got a ticket open with the Roll20 people, so I'm just taking notes
I
about.
gotcha.
Uh,
Yeah, and it was from when I was trying to roll the dice from the weapon, and my weapon, the little attack die, isn't working. So you want to.
That's a character sheet problem, I think,
Yes.
not necessarily a Roll20 problem, possibly.
dice were slow,
Awesome.
but my internet's been crapping out a lot. So,
Hammy's jumping in, by the way.
ooh, slice and dice, baby, slice and dice.
Right.
He's a mean little guy. He's got his 2 short swords out. Oh, got to roll D16s. That's right. Hold on. Play the funky dice.
D16s, but I think he gets mods, right?
He
Oh,
is
There's
wow.
a crit.
There's a crit.
but he got a crit.
All right.
Nice.
Today,
Okay,
this is
so
the round
his
of
crit
crits.
die is a D10 on crit table 3.
All right. And that gets modified by your luck.
And my luck is currently 15.
So +1.
So that's a 5.
Ooh, that's fun.
So as Hammy comes running in like this, the giant insect man like reaches down towards him, and your short swords just go flying up above your head, snicker snack, smashing into where its face should be. Grasshoppers and black beetles go flying, and you inflict an additional D6 damage.
Go Hammy. Go Hammy. There. And I forgot to add my +3 to the attack, but with a crit, you don't need it. The other one, it's still a miss.
How much damage did you do?
Well, I did 3 was the additional, and short swords do
A D6.
D6, so it'll be another D6.
Yeah, 2D6.
So a total of 5.
All right.
But he's hacking, slashing at the face and beetles. grasshoppers, crickets everywhere. Fucking brown bug juices all over my blades.
Anyone else? Okay, I think that's the end of the round. I think, Mike,
Yes.
your mask thing it ceases this round,
Yes.
and we're into a new initiative. Oh, sorry. Cancel that die roll. Is anybody going to cast a spell?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
But I'm gonna roll to see how long I've got my +4 just by off the which needs to be decided. We haven't done yet.
You're going to roll to see how long you have your +4. I thought you had it for 4 rounds. I thought that's what about when you cast it back in the room before you burst through the door.
That might be the case.
That's what I
recall
seem
that.
to remember. And that's why your mask is now fading at the end of this round.
1d4 rounds
Yeah. So
is how long I get it for.
yeah, so
it's either
we gave
for
you the
one-
max. We gave you the max at 4 rounds. You guys spent like 2 rounds kind of screwing around outside the room, and then you burst in and started the fight. And this is
No,
the end of that
finish.
second round. So now that's 4 rounds expired, so the mask fades away.
Mm-hmm.
Is anyone casting a spell before we check initiative?
I am
No.
not.
No, Mike.
So yeah, I'm casting.
Okay.
So rounds is 10 seconds.
Correct. Turns are 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, beat a
Oh goodness.
lots.
Rolling at 20.
I'll try.
Oh yeah.
What? Let's see.
Well
So
done, Ethan.
you rolled a 22.
Yes,
Well,
I
let's
did.
see. So I was an 18 plus 8. That's 26.
Oh.
Damn it!
I don't think it matters. Let's see.
No.
I've got a host of targets now to choose from. 1 to 2 is Horus. 3 to 4 is Gerda. 5 to 6 is Hammy. Looks like Horus. This thing
It was
tasty.
threat, man.
doesn't like you at all. Horus.
Something
I'm
about
sorry.
forming around my sword.
That looks like a hit. It's going to hit with +8. Hits AC 25.
Yep, that'll hit.
Is that all?
I made 21, so I mean, it had to roll pretty decently to hit me.
Oh. It's that fancy Kith armor. It's attracted to you.
Yeah, that's like an angry yellow jacket. Take 8 points.
Okay. I will need some healing after this.
Go. We'll get you.
Hopefully not before.
Oh, Rydian,
No.
did you make your intelligence check against reading the runes?
No, I did not.
Why don't you do that? Because that was last round.
No, I rolled and I did not make it.
Oh, you failed. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, these runes they're incomprehensible to you.
All right.
You won't be able to
spellcaster.
check again against them. So there are others that might be able to.
Give release your magic.
We're at the beginning again.
Yep.
So we won, or he just
No, we
I
lost.
just-
Horus got smacked.
Yeah.
I was hoping a nat
So-
20 would give us the win, but
There's
I was
there are
too.
like hornets inside your breastplate, like stinging you, and these weird pincy beetles like crawling down your shorts. It's awful.
oh, I bet. On
Oh,
the bright side, my
that-
nice breeches have stopped them a little bit.
That's why I always wear clean underwear.
Yeah.
Gibbs gonna cast Eckham's mask again.
All right, go ahead and make your spell check.
Oh yeah.
Totally echoed that.
Nice.
So
How
that's
long does
20
it last for you this time?
That's 24. One round per casting level.
Oh, 1 round per
It's
casting.
it's
level.
always
Doesn't go up.
Gotcha.
no. Well, it does per casting level, so it's four
Okay.
rounds.
So
Yeah.
the better the roll, then you get the 4 rounds as opposed to a D4.
No,
lower the roll,
the
you got a
D4 is for the mercurial magic +4. So I'll roll that right now, though, just to get it out of the way.
This is for your spell checks, the pluses that you get.
Yeah, this is the plus.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So I'll get the +4 now for whatever this is.
It comes mask.
3,
It's a level 1.
3 rounds.
Okay. 3 rounds. Got it.
Okay. So right now, the mask protects the caster against physical attacks, granting him a +4 bonus to AC while the spell is in effect. In addition, the caster enjoys a +2 bonus to all saving throws for the duration of the spell. The caster's face appears encased in shining steel while this mask is in effect.
What a cool manifestation.
Yeah.
I'm Chrome Dome.
From G.I. Joe.
I was just gonna say, yeah, like the G.I. Joe villain.
Cobra Commander. Destro.
Cobra!
All right.
Okay,
Is it time to hit things?
sure.
Okay. Horace will once again try and stab into the heart of this creature.
Right.
Oh, nope, he missed.
Oh, that's a miss. Yeah.
Almost an 18.
Weird.
His deed die has not been going off today.
Gerda missed as well.
All right.
It's the darn nat 20 on the initiative.
It is. I blew it on that. And then Hammy, he got on this +4 on those. So he got a 13 and a 9. I think a 13 is just enough to miss.
Oh, he's +4. Oh, because he's got a half lane and then his agility bonus or something, or strength.
Well, I'm sorry, it's a +3 because of his level.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So he got a 12 and an 8. So I think they're both misses.
Those are misses. Yep. Anyone else?
Ridian's not getting close, and he doesn't really have any spells that can be useful. So
All right.
Okay.
We really need a magic shield spell.
Next round, and yes, Gibbs casting.
Okay. Ridian. Gerda.
nope.
All right.
I don't
Be
think I have a spell. Screw it.
be a lot.
No, even if I roll a 20, I can't beat a 20.
That's true.
Yeah.
Let's see who's
Jeez.
the attack's coming at.
Not
2 this
Horace.
time. This is coming at Gerda.
All right. AC 20.
Hits AC.
Oh,
Oh, that was almost an 18.
that I was
that's a miss.
scared.
Mhm.
That scared me.
Oh, I thought it was an 18.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Me
All right,
too.
you guys are up. Gib, you got a spell.
Try him.
Yeah. Flaming hands.
Not to be confused with Flamin' Cheetos.
Did
Or
it,
flaming lips.
it didn't roll. It didn't roll. Did
There
it
it
roll?
goes.
It rolled.
Yeah, it's rolled.
Yep.
It sure is laggy on my side.
Yeah.
14 plus 11, 25.
Woo!
All right.
Blast fire burns up to 3 targets, 1 blah, 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 2d6 plus caster level.
Oh yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll your damage.
2d6 plus 4. Let's
Do better than Horace and I did, all right?
please.
Mm.
9.
13 then.
No, 5 plus 4. Sorry.
Oh, 5. Oh, okay, 9 total. Yep.
Let's see.
Not so hot.
Hey, it's more than
The
Horace
bugs
did,
are-
and he
the
got a
bugs-
crit.
The bugs are now getting aware of the flame coming.
Yeah, they are. Their next attack is coming at Gib. This hurts.
I've stepped back outside though.
All right,
That's
Horace is
fine. He's still. You're going to be in the. You're going to be in the random order now. You've drawn enough attention to yourself. Who's next?
See you.
Horace. Horace is going to swing.
Mighty deed.
He will do this. Oh my goodness!
Nope, that's a miss.
That was about to be a 20. Oh well.
By 0.
Gerda got an 11.
Hammy.
Oh,
And
crit.
I got a
Crit.
crit
And
And a miss. All right.
and a 9. So D10 on chart 3
yes, sir.
with a +1 is an 11.
Woo!
Wow. All right.
Hmm.
That is a mighty blow.
Was that your oops, let's see. That was your result, was the 11, right?
Correct.
Mhm.
I haven't done any damage or anything yet.
Yeah, so you just go like sweeping through its abdomen and its torso, and you come out the other side, and there's like this big gap that then just forms back again between the beetles. How much damage did you do to this guy?
4.
4 points. Let's see. No, that's this. Okay, cool. Right, who's next?
I wanted some bonus points.
Brilliant.
Yeah, no bonus points on that one.
Well, the problem is normally it's like you cause internal bleeding that'll kill it, but well,
There's no internals.
yeah.
Are you guys
There's not
done?
much really you can do.
I think we are done.
Yeah,
Iridian's
if
trying to stay-
Iridian just wants to hold back and not be a target, that's probably not a bad idea.
Yeah, and I don't really want to be trying to fire into like missile weapons into the melee.
Please,
So
please
No.
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 Please no.
All right. Let's see. It is now
Can the bug roll something below an 18 for initiative?
anybody casting?
Yes.
Right. Beat a
Hey!
19.
I rolled a 12.
It's
All right.
okay.
Let's see. There are 4 of you now. That's going against Gerda.
Oh boy. Oh.
That
no.
hits AC 20.
What?
Yep, it's a +8. It's how he's been hitting me.
I did not approve that.
Take
Oh!
11 points of damage.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
that one hurt.
All right, it's time to finish this thing off.
Whew. Knocked it less than half in one shot.
Well, at
Dude,
least it
go for
wasn't
it.
Gib that got hit. Gib would have been dead.
Give fire, and then I will
Gerda
finish.
missed swinging back.
Well, looks like a miss.
Yeah, from Gerda, yeah. And Hammy, these are +3. So a 17 and a 10.
The 17 does hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Mike, do you want Horace to try and swing before you cast?
3 more points.
No, not needed.
Okay.
We'll see. Hopefully, he'll be able to kill it.
I was just wondering, so you didn't have to risk a misfire.
Hmm. Well, I'm a +11, so it'd be really hard. I'd have to get 1.
Yeah.
We'd have to roll a 1.
I did it.
Yeah.
Mills did.
So did I.
All the casters have rolled a 1 tonight. It's your turn now, Gib. Go ahead.
Yeah.
And
Asshole.
Hammy, Gerda, and Horace all rolled 1s on damage
Yeah,
in the same round.
and on crits, no less.
I know. 2 of them.
Okay.
21.
Hardy har har.
What are you casting?
Flaming Hands again.
Oh, okay. What's the
So
result?
this will be 1d6 plus casting level.
Okay, so that's
Roll a
D6 plus
6 and kill
4.
it. Roll a 6 and kill it. Oh.
7. All right.
All
Still
right, Horace.
buzzing.
Horace will finish it.
Jesus.
Believed in his sword.
Indeed. Okay, this straight dice.
I think
24.
24 will
That's
hit.
a hit. How much damage do you do?
8 points.
Nice.
Still up.
What?
Oh. Sliver of red right there.
Yeah, your sword's just kind of
This is-
swipes through it. You know, there are very
bugs.
few of
This is just like a Final Fantasy game.
there are very few of the
It's like the fewer there are
insects
left,
still
the
left, right?
so
And
I don't kill as many
there are
of them in a
huge
blow.
holes and gaps in it now.
Yeah.
Um,
Just don't get as many in one blow.
let's see, initiative. Anyone casting?
Yes.
All right, here's the initiative.
I rolled a 21.
I see that, and I rolled a 14 plus 8 is
Ah.
22.
I'm burning a lot from Hammy.
Are you okay? Great.
So I rolled
Going
a
simultaneous
23.
then?
No, we beat him by 1.
Oh, that's right.
So Gibbs' spell gets to go off first.
Why don't you cast the coup de grace, Gib?
Do it. Horace believes in you. Oh, I think it's dead.
That's 25. So that'll
Right.
be D6 again.
D6 plus caster level.
Yeah.
All right, throw it.
There it is.
9 points. So the last of the bugs sort of crisp up, or the last big, large bundle of them goes up in a cloud of smoke, and the rest of the beetles sort of crawl away into the cracks, and a few grasshoppers hop out the door.
It's like
Yeah.
the elemental that was in Constantine.
Right. Exactly.
Horace sheathes the sword and just takes a knee.
Well, Gerda needs to heal
my
herself.
Are you okay, Peter?
Wasn't me.
Was
That was me.
Oh my God, Mills, are you okay?
Yeah, I just had too many of my storage drawers open, and so everything was top, forward heavy, and it
top
just
heavy or
knocked over.
front heavy fell over.
Yeah.
Because it sounded like a closet had come in on me.
Yeah, it's just Fibber McGee.
All right.
All
So
right.
Aaron, well, right when it's dying, Gib wonders if he can use that last +3 to cast his 3rd level spell and see what it is.
Oh man.
You want to cast the 3rd level, the mysterious 3rd level
The
spell?
mysterious 3rd level spell.
Do you cast it with the die shift down or anything, or you just
I don't think so.
okay? All
It's
right.
just that it's they're higher.
Yeah.
They're just
Well, it's
harder to roll
random.
up, harder to pull off.
They're right. They're at a 13 instead of an 11.
Horace takes a step into the back corner of the room here because
Well, you took a knee down by the beetle thing.
Yeah, and I'm also planning to heal Horace and then myself.
though we may not be alive after whatever spell he unleashed.
Yeah.
Well, nothing's gonna be bad per se. I don't think. I don't know. Let's see. This
Well,
is
there's still the
GMing,
mercurial.
so
There's still the mercurial magic check.
that
too,
is
so-
true. That is true.
Mm,
Okay,
that
so
could be bad.
how do you want to roll it? Do we want to just go literal any of the 3rd level spells? Because that'll be page
It's a D24. Yeah.
202 to.
If you look at page 127, there's a chart for the 3rd level spells.
Okay, what was that again? 127.
Mm-hmm. And there's 24
random.
possible entries. So why don't you just roll a D24 and let's see what you get.
Okay.
Yeah, there's only a
That
set number of spells that exist in the universe.
well, that are known to exist in the universe.
So, Mike, whatever spell you cast here, it's going to happen.
Yeah,
You won't be
That's
able to
fine.
hold it back. It's going to release whatever.
he's
Maybe you
pissed.
want to cast it in the other room that we're not in right now.
Sure, we could say that he's in there anyways.
In the bigger room where we left the torch.
Yeah, where we left the torch.
And my
Uh,
servants are.
how do I
Right.
how do
Think
I
about-
get to the funky dice? There we are.
And I have at the bottom a little macro of mine. It says Funky Dice.
Mm-hmm.
A little button.
Yeah.
8.
I didn't put it there either.
So that's 8.
Oh.
Champion.
Oh boy.
Eternal
That's a fun one.
champion.
Hey, you're Elric.
So technically,
Oh.
I don't think that could go off.
Why?
Maybe it can.
Why wouldn't it?
I believe it's just a
You're
summon.
I mean, you chose to cast it. You're releasing
Sure.
these
Okay,
marketing
sure.
energies.
So
So why don't you make your casting check? Or spell check, pardon me.
20.
Oh wow, this thing lasts until sunset. Uh-oh. I don't think that's enough to have it go off.
That's a 14.
Yeah, you need so it's failure, but it's not lost.
Spell is not lost.
So the
Okay.
Mercule effect does not trigger, but
Correct.
you do now know what the spell is.
So we don't know what it is. Okay. Cool. Well, that kind of works.
Yeah.
Oh, but it requires one night's dreams to cast it, so it has a very long time to cast. So you start this incantation, and your mind's cast out onto this to this blasted plain, an ancient battlefield, and you see this warrior kind of rise up and then kind of collapse back down. So it takes a whole it takes a camp action to cast this spell.
Okay.
Do you summon a champion? Is that what it does?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. That lasts until sunset. It's basically a more powerful version of me.
Well, I don't know. The lowest level is a level 3.
That's true. And it's mundane equipment, so it doesn't exactly have my Kith armor. So
Right.
Or your good looks.
That's
well, there is that.
Or your charming personality.
Uh-huh. It also doesn't have my bad luck.
All right. So I want to heal Horace. I'm going to heal myself. And Hammy of the high intelligence is actually going to use his intelligence of 16 and try and ponder these runes because Hammy's been around and seen some stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna suggest that Gerda heal herself before she heals Horace. Just, we don't want the cleric to die.
Level.
And Gibbs going to go for a look at the runes as well.
Okay.
Horace is just taking a breather.
Waiting in the healing line.
Yeah.
Well, I'm getting Mike's lag on my dice now.
It says you have an 11.
See, I'm not even getting that. It's just I'm getting the spinner wheel on my.
Yeah, mine's lagging too. It takes a long time for me to see. You guys tell me first before I see it.
That's weird. And now it's not
I'm
even.
not having that.
It's not a big deal. I just wait for you guys to say what it is.
Yeah, that's an 11 with all your bonuses, Peter.
So that's let's see.
You rolled a 2.
Oh yeah, 11's a miss. So I didn't heal myself.
Sorry, I've been talking on mute. It's a DC 15 intelligence check. I think that's a miss for you, Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Now
it.
the die just finished rolling.
Let me.
Right.
There's some settings that I'm going to try to fix. So let me work on that.
That's all right. I'm gonna try to cast it again because I need healing.
14.
Yeah, that'll do it. That gives me 3 dice.
Oh, this is a healing check. I thought it was a.
Yeah.
I thought it was a rune reading the runes check.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm trying to heal myself.
I
gotcha.
wish we could get a +9 on a reading the runes check.
Mhm.
No, I get a plus 2 because I have an intelligence of 16.
Mhm.
Fantastic.
Are we rolling luck for the runes, Aaron?
No, it's a DC 15 intelligence check.
Okay.
Again,
Gibbs going to do that now.
what are my dice? A D8 or a D6?
Oh. All right. While Horace is waiting to be healed, he'll see if he can read runes.
Gibbs still hazy about
Oh, baby. Horace just read the runes.
And I got back 11 hit points.
Okay.
So Horace rolled a 17 minus 1 is 16.
Okay. So tell us how, or show us how you make sense of these runes, and I'll tell you what they say.
So as Horace was down on one knee, kind of breathing heavily, he was kind of looking around and started to notice that, hey, that thing kind of looks like a letter, and so does that one. And then, you know, something about just being tired and facing these bugs. All of a sudden, he starts realizing, if I put that together with that together, that makes something comprehensible.
Okay, yeah. So he sort of puzzles it out, like based on logic. And
We're all
completely unlike Horace.
These runes say things like prefrontal cortex and temporal lobe and and limbic cerebellum.
So he repeats these things to the party because he doesn't know what these words actually mean. He just knows how to pronounce them.
Not in this world. I don't know how many of us would know about things like that.
Right. Yeah, they're very baffling concepts. I mean, I think even in a modern sense, right?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be like at least like.
But then Gibbs says, with the monkey heads that we had, they had operations to their heads that very well might have removed these things that I've heard about that are located in the skull.
Interesting. So these names are parts of the brain. Because we're inside a head right now is what we're thinking.
We may not know what each part is, but we know they're parts of something.
You are adjacent, correct?
You're neutral, so yes, I'm adjacent.
So you get 3 dice.
Okay.
So if we walked through a door that was a head, and we're inside the brain because of the stuff on the wall.
What's the other door?
Well, does this bug man equate to anything that would be in the head?
We did just walk into the mouth. The door was the mouth, right?
Right. Yeah, because the door frame on the outside here was that weird kind of face, right? Like, and and
possible like
looking down at the top of the head, and this weird frame making a head.
Looking back, does anybody remember what was done to the dead Sky's friends? Were their heads
their heads were still attached because we thought maybe these were, but there were 2 of them, so I got the feeling that maybe they were going to go in the next two alcoves. Just a thought. Now, is there anything written above the door that we have not gone through?
No, that's just a plain door.
Are there any like tables or furniture or anything of interest in the room aside from the runes?
No,
there are no features inside this room. It's
Gibbs
for all the crispy bugs.
Okay.
Gibbs still thinks it has something to do with brain parts being used for a spell or for some type of casting.
Yeah, possibly some enlightenment thing or something.
Well, I say we go north.
Yep, I concur.
Yes. Gibb puts out the torch and puts.
Oh, right, the burnt torch. Make a luck check to see if it's still reusable. Actually, it's fine. It's still usable. It's
okay.
And you passed your luck check too, so that's good.
There's now 2 torches there.
Magic. It's all the fire that you threw.
I'm just checking my my funky dice macro is broken. I don't know what I did to it. Some of the buttons work for me, not all of them.
So before we move on, I want to have a tactical discussion.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, without sleep, I don't have much offensive ability. The only thing I can do really is either a chill touch, which I have to do a spell burn for, and then it affects my weapon and I have to be in combat.
Right.
My stats are pretty bad as it is. Or I can cast Enlarge on someone, which might give them better to hit or AC or that kind of thing. But the problem is
Enlarge?
That's a great spell.
That's a great spell to put on a warrior.
That is an awesome
that's
spell.
the one where I go apeshit.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah.
Or I think it's a D4 rounds.
The other thing that you have available to you is you could spell burn a point to regain sleep for the day.
Why do you have no sleep?
He lost it.
He failed it.
You rolled a
earlier.
1.
He rolled a 1, yeah.
Oh, and he's supposed
Yeah.
to sleep before he can cast anything.
He either has to wait
Yeah,
until the
yeah.
next day or he has to spell burn a point to regain it. For
I
the
just say just kick it unless something really bad goes down.
Yeah. So yeah, the enlarge is I turn into basically into an ape for a D4 rounds, which I guess isn't that long, but
Oh yeah,
That's
that's
not combat.
And you've got a couple of keepers to take care of you.
exactly. That'll be their second job. Good idea. Okay.
and,
Yeah.
Gib has heard great deeds being done with simple warriors being having that cast upon them.
And Horus is a simple warrior.
Is that all the spells you have, Nils?
No, I have I have like ventriloquism and find familiar and spider climb.
Mm.
So that's all that I've I didn't keep any of the ones that were from Retromax.
Right.
And so
they were too dangerous for you to keep them, huh?
Well,
Right,
the one
yeah,
you liked, you already had.
basically I didn't want to kill myself. Since it seemed like any greater corruption is automatic death. So
It's certainly not good.
exactly. Okay.
All right, so through the door.
If you want, Gib has a bow and arrow that he can lend you if you'd like it.
Oh, I have a bow and arrow. I just
Okay.
in this close combat, it's not necessarily a good idea.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
And then I think here you have that one mysterious spell, right? That you
Right.
cast.
Yeah, that's the other thing I was going to mention. I forgot about.
Yeah,
I also
you're told to only use in the most dire of circumstances.
You should have joined in when Gib was just doing willy-nilly dangerous stuff.
Yeah, when the ancient gods show up.
Well, when it gets real bad, Horus can try and invoke a patron, but
That's
we're
true.
not. We're gonna try never to have to do that.
Who's your patron? Cornus?
I have no clue. It's some Kith
Oh.
god.
The gods, the old gods. The old gods of the Kith.
Mm-hmm.
Gods
before the
we
Kith
have
were
memory of.
Mm.
It's a D16 -1, so he'd have to roll exceptionally well for it to go off.
All right. Okay.
Never need that.
So what's on the other side?
All right. So you don't hear anything on the other side of the door, and it opens easily.
Okay.
Let's see. I need to be on the right there. Move this. And it opens up into
Interesting.
an oddly shaped room. There is some 30 by 30.
Hmm.
There are more runes scratched here on the walls.
Is Horus able to read them because he was able to read the other ones?
They're similar, but not exactly the same. Go ahead and make a DC 12 intelligence check, Horus.
Okay. Horus is bright today, boys.
Wow.
He really is.
Maybe I should try fighting.
Bizarro me.
These runes talk about intellectual qualities of sentience and subservience, anger, willingness, restraint, lust, satisfaction, and greed.
Is there any additional artistry like there was for the brain?
No, there are no drawings here.
Okay, so it's just words.
Correct.
Okay.
And that's pretty much all there is in this room is words.
Correct.
Okay.
Gibbs gonna search the room.
Okay. Let's see here. Go ahead and make a oh, that's what I wanted to do.
That's not good.
You don't find anything. Now the lantern sputters and goes out.
Oh, crap.
Good thing
I
we
have
had the
flasks of
torch.
oil.
Are you putting oil in?
Horace takes out one of the flasks of oil and puts it into the lantern.
Okay. Just go ahead and consume the resource on your character sheet.
Okay.
The lantern will last another 4 hours. 1, 2.
So shall we go to
Well, Hammy
Was
would
there
like to make
anyone
a-
else?
Oh.
Sorry, I should ask. Was there anyone else searching besides?
Yes.
Horace will search the room as well now that he's understanding the runes.
Okay, I give you that opportunity because everybody can search. It's a hidden GM role. In the old school D&D, it's 2 and 6 to find anything when you're searching. And
Gotcha.
what exactly are you searching? Is also you can spend a turn to search a length of the wall. You can search areas of the room. You can search, these types of things. So
Yeah.
we'll say that Gibbs searched the north wall. He didn't find anything on the north wall.
Horace is thinking there might be based on all these writings, he's expecting almost a lab of some sort that he's not finding. So he's gonna look along that western wall to see if he can't find some secret passage or like a stone that's a little bit like protruded or into the wall a little bit more than it should.
Okay. And it'll take okay, you can search the western wall.
Okay.
Who else? Is anyone else searching?
Gibbs gonna search the western wall in the previous room where the fight happened.
Okay, back in the previous room, sure.
Hammy is searching as well, and he has a +1 luck modifier, if that helps.
Okay, good.
So are there any walls not being searched yet?
The western wall is being searched, and the western wall in the room to the south is being searched.
We've already checked the northern wall, so
Oh, you have. Okay. So I'll
Hammy
check
can
the southern wall.
there you go.
That was in the other room. And sorry, Gib, you're searching. Sorry, Ridian, you're searching the southern wall in the current room where you are, the northernmost room, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
You won't find anything. Let's see. That was 1, 2, or that was another turn. That turn of searching.
Yeah, so nobody
You guys
found
want to
anything.
keep searching? You certainly can.
Do we want to give it one more go?
No.
No? Okay. It feels like there should be something here.
That's hence why the searching. So I don't know, we could search again.
Might as well, because
Yeah.
I agree. There's too many words on the walls for there not to be a reason.
And
for
there's
it.
too much nothing in the room to.
Yeah.
Yep.
So why don't we've searched basically all the outer walls. Why don't we search in the
There
room
might
we're
be
in, why don't we
still
search-
some luck involved in general, but
We have the eastern wall in the room we're in and the northern wall in the room we were in before.
Gib will go search the northern wall in the room that he's in now, which is the previous one.
The southern room where the bugs
Bug
are.
man room.
Yeah, the bug room.
Hang on just a second while I quickly rough up my macro so I don't have to and I'm basing it on something else. Here it is.
You're gonna rough up your macro that says something wicked.
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw that and went, oh crap.
that's for my GM roles behind the screen.
Yeah.
By the pricking in my thumbs, something wicked this way
comes. That's right.
Bidim, bidim,
Hail, hail.
bidim,
Well,
bidim,
trouble. Fire burn and cauldron bubble.
bidim, 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 bidim.
All right. Let's see here. Whoops. I need to change something. Searching. All right. All right. Cool. Who's starting the search and where are they searching? I think Gib was searching the north wall in the southern room.
Yes.
Okay.
And Hammy was searching the place in which there was something to find.
Mhm.
And you'd already rolled well, I believe.
How do I get where to ping an area or to draw that 20-foot thingy or the
Hold and click.
Yeah. Perfect. Just click on. Just hold your
Got
mouse.
it.
Mhm. Click
And then how do I get the line to go?
Grab the comb or the ruler from the toolbar, and then you can point at things.
Got it. Perfect. Yeah. Gib thinks this is where we should go next.
Okay. Since I think we've searched all the walls at this point, if nothing's found, or Horace will be searching the floor.
Searching the floor. Okay.
For like hidden trapdoors or something like that.
Don't put your hand in any holes. Just my humble opinion.
It's a valued, humble opinion. Especially
Is
considering
that-
Horace was there.
Does that not include horrors or does it include horrors?
And I've gone to all this work on these cards, and I've painted figures, and I've pulled out figures I've already painted, and you know Sullins is not going to show up to Kublai Khan. Just to spite me.
Right. Spite you. No, he'll be at Kublai Khan, I'm sure.
God, I hope so. Besides, I painted all those Greeks for his RuneQuest game.
All right. Let's
crap.
see.
I guess we found something.
That was Gib. That was. This is Horace searching the other room. You look. So you're searching around on the floor, like grabbing at stuff and trying to pull on the things. And you sit down and you like cast your head up towards the ceiling, and you see where all these runes are. There's this strange blank spot in the ceiling above you.
Too bad we're gonna have somebody's spider crawl to get
The
up.
ceiling is 15 feet tall.
Horace turns and looks at Ridian and says, "Hey, you want to spider climb up there and take a look?"
All right.
Mister, I got no spells that are useful.
Mr. Gloomy George, no spells.
There you go.
Oh wow, there it is.
Plus another 3 for the day.
28. Permanently a spider.
Spider-Ridian, casting spells where Spider-Ridian can.
When you get your eyes, you get the spider eyes on your head and all that.
Yep.
Oh, it's a beautiful visual.
And actually, well, his face sprouts 6, and then his back sprouts 6.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Okay.
No wonder you have followers.
Your spell goes off, and you have the spider climb ability. What are you doing?
I'm going to climb up to where that area where Garrett / Horace was searching, and or I guess Horace, and try to look at the unusual blank spot.
Right. So you get up there, and you're sort of hanging from the ceiling, looking at this area, and you can. What you see is that as you're looking around it, there's runes carved all over these walls and markings and things like that. And when you look directly behind this backpack shape, directly behind this lumpy shape in the ceiling, the runes get distorted and disappear in a way. And what it looks like as you're like kind of looking at it is like it's this lump of a backpack like stuck to the ceiling.
Okay.
But there's no backpack there. I mean, it looks like
put your hand in it.
Put your hand in that.
I would advise
Does it
taking.
look like a brain?
So are you saying that it's just a lump that's about the size of a backpack?
Correct. It's a lump that's about the size of a backpack stuck to the ceiling.
It's almost like an invisible shimmer, almost.
That's kind of shimmering and disrupting when you kind of look the other side of it. I'm going to try to sketch something on the map for you.
Okay. Yeah, I would suggest you pull out something, not your hand, and put
your hand in it.
So if this is the ceiling, there's this sort of lump here, and if you're looking at the lump this way, whatever's on this side of the wall is all kind of distorted, but this side's clear.
So it's like it's
It's
water
runes,
that deflects.
It's not distorted exactly, but you don't see those runes. You just see the wall, and you come around and look at it at the other side, and yeah, you can see those runes, right? I hope that's helpful.
So yeah, I'm going to
Stick
ask
his
for
foot in it.
Well, since Gerda's not using her hand, I'll ask for her hand, and then
Screw you, it's attached.
It's 15 feet.
yeah. So I'll have them. I've got a couple of arrows. I'll also have them hand me one of my arrows since I don't use them much, and kind of poke at it a little bit, feel around that area.
Sure. You do poke at it, and it and it's firm and it's solid and it's kind of lumpy like a leather backpack would be.
Huh.
Does it move?
Grab it.
So I'll have them.
Sorry, and when you do poke at it, it sort of scoots a little bit, like very lightly. You don't have to push it very hard to get it to move.
Right. Okay. So I'll make sure everyone's out from underneath me, so it doesn't like turn into a bat and drop on somebody's head. And try to see if I could get the arrow head underneath between it and the wall and kind of like pry it down, as opposed to scooting it across the wall.
So it falls off. So it falls off of the ceiling, right?
Yeah, if I can.
I think it's covering up a word. You can't see the
I
word.
think it's alive.
Well, but it's either a force field or it's like an invisible blanket.
I think it's some sort of like
something
invisible
living.
creature.
I think it's a big contact lens.
I think it's a Harlequin displacer suit.
So when he pokes at it with the so when he pokes at it with the arrow, does it? So I guess Gibbs asking Ridian, does it feel like he's pushing cloth or something of that nature, or does it feel like he's pushing like goo or like flesh, or?
No, it feels like poking at like a backpack. Like,
okay, yeah,
like
so it's like
backpack.
it's cloth.
Yeah. So can I kind of like pry it off the ceiling?
Yeah, you can easily work the arrow in there, and without much effort, you can shift it away from the from the ceiling, and there's this floating, this weird refractive, blob of the backpack.
That's floating now. It didn't fall.
Didn't fall, like almost like a balloon, like like you might toy with a balloon on the ceiling.
So if now that it's off the wall, off the ceiling a bit, if I look down from the top of it, is the top of it refractive also?
It completely is, yes.
Okay.
So
all right. So
can we all see it?
Yeah, you can all see this happening.
If you want to keep pushing it down, Horace could like put it in his sack.
Well, let's look through it at the walls and stuff and see if there's something we're missing.
Right. So I'll actually reach out and grab it. Try to hook it with an arrow, pull it out of the way so they can look to see where it was, to see if there's like a secret word that was underneath it, and then I'll start trying to figure out a way if it actually is a bag that could be opened, or
good idea.
Figure out a way.
Yeah, good idea.
So since it's Aaron, since it's now off of the wall and it's kind of just floating around, and it shouldn't be displaced by touching up against something, can one such as Gib or anybody else like kind of walk around to try to get an actual idea of what the shape looks like by seeing how it distorts things behind it?
Yeah, it looks like a backpack or a sack of some sorts.
Oh, okay.
When Ridian moves it off the ceiling, there aren't any special words or anything like that underneath it. I think you were saying you were going to try to flip it open or try to get into it some way.
See if there's an opening.
And at the back side of you look into it, and it looks like you're looking into a regular backpack. And at the bottom of the backside, sort of at the tip that's kind of closer to the ceiling, is this sphere that's about the size of a very large softball. And there's also a bottle, like a flask.
Oh, wow.
So there's the refractive backpack, a sphere, and a bottle.
Yeah.
Okay.
So once he opens it up, is he able to see the mouth then in the inside? Is that what it is?
Yeah. You can
invisible backpack, right?
Yeah. I guess you could call it an invisible backpack.
Or transparent, at least.
Reflective backpack.
A floating one.
That might just be like the crystal ball in it, or something, or the ball, or something in there.
Right. So I'll take the stuff out, and I'll holding the ball and the glass, the bottle in one hand. I'll hold the backpack out and let go and see if it drops.
Yeah, it flutters. It drops quite heavily, like you dropped a towel off the balcony of the.
Since those things are now removed, it fell. Interesting.
Has it also
You're holding this sphere in your hand, and there's like it's inscribed with runes itself. It's sort of this kind of ebony colored sphere, and again, it's a very large softball. You can hold it in one hand, and there is a slit in the side of the sphere itself, and it feels very light in your hand, like you're holding
maybe it'll make you now
like you're holding a balloon.
Right.
Try jumping.
So, Gertie, you want to put your hand in the slit?
No.
The slit is about. The slit is like about.
Gib will give it a hold.
Yep, I would suggest that if you're holding it, try jumping and see if you come back down.
Well, I'm still on the ceiling at this point.
Yes, you are.
Right. But you could jump off and see if you're weightless. Or if you return back to the ceiling, technically you'd fall. You probably don't. I'd come back down and we could do that experiment.
I'll come back down to the floor and then try jumping up and see what happens.
You try jumping, but you don't change at all. But when you do relax
pardon me.
When you do relax your hand holding the sphere, it does float up. And so that your hand is now kind of above your head, I guess.
Yeah.
Is the backpack still reflective right now?
It is.
Okay.
Okay.
But so now it's not. Yeah.
I'll hand the bottle to Gerda.
Gib wants a drink.
Gib
You want
wants
to drink
to
it now?
to wash down your mushrooms. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Gib's like, I'll drink it. Let me drink it.
Do you want to drink it now, or do you want to wait?
No. Gib wants to inspect the bottle.
Okay.
Hand it to Gib.
Yeah, I don't have detect magic or anything like that.
I'll hand the backpack to one of my servants so that they can have
Good idea.
something to carry all my stuff since I'm so weak.
Mhm.
And then I'll try to read the runes on it,
On the orb?
on the sphere.
Okay, it's a DC 15.
Again with a 15.
Are the
Can I
runes
help
at
him
all
with
like
it?
the ones that have been on the walls?
No,
is it
these are very
cool?
different.
Okay.
Can we work together maybe and help each other?
You certainly could.
Oh.
But Ridian is baffled.
Yeah.
Horace feels like his intelligence has been increasing lately.
So these are arcane. And it's
Okay, he doesn't stand a
magical.
chance.
Yeah, there's no chance for
He-
Horace to sort of suss this out.
Gib will give it a quick try as well.
All right, DC 15. Intelligence.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, so the runes say something to the effect of the breath of life expands and lifts the orb to great heights. And then the converse, something about the converse being true.
We had a poem or something last time. What was it?
Right. Yeah, did you
So-
take it down
so-
in your character sheet in the notes, right?
So
Peter?
Gib
It was in my electric character sheet. I think.
So Gib asks Ridian to show him the slit on the ball or the orb.
Yeah, you're handling it now, Gib, because you've been
Oh,
studying
okay.
it. Mhm.
So
Disregard the body, its many forms deceive. Follow the eyes, the unerring shepherd the mind.
So what is this? What does the slit look like? Does it look like a coin slot or?
It's like a very elongated coin slot, but much thicker, like maybe 3 inches wide by half an inch tall.
And what do the runes on the sphere say again?
Something about the breath of life and enlarges the sphere, and something about the converse.
So what does the actual shape of the slit look like? Does it look like a mouth or
it's
like
rectangular?
an
Like a piggy
eye?
bank?
Or it's rectangular.
Mm.
Does it look very exact and like something needs to fit in there, like a rectangle, like a key of some type?
Or a coin.
You don't see any mechanisms like when you like gates or things like that for a key. When you look inside there, it's just dark black. Even when you hold the lantern up to it, there's none of that.
Try breathing into it.
You can't.
I'm not doing
You
that.
broke up some.
Try breathing into it.
Aaron,
Yeah, I'm here.
you broke up when you told me what it looked like again. Say
Oh,
it again, please.
it's just rectangular. The slot or the slit
Uh-huh.
it's rectangular. It's like 3 inches by a half an inch, and it's black. It's dark. When you look inside
okay.
of it, you don't see any mechanisms or gates or anything like that. It's even when you hold the lantern up to it, you can't see anything inside the sphere. It's all darkness.
Okay.
Try
And does
blowing
it?
into it.
What
And
was
then,
that?
yeah, Horace is like, blow into it, breathe into it.
It said something about breath of life.
Yeah. What the heck?
So, yeah, Gib will blow into it without getting his lips too close to it. Yeah.
Put your finger in it.
So, yeah, go. Yeah. So, is the rectangle like very precise, or is it kind of rectangular-ish?
It's very precise.
Very precise.
Mhm. So you kind of like blow at it and make a luck check for me.
Oh boy.
Do you have the breath of life? Yes.
Yeah. So you're able to sort of position the sphere close enough to you so that you can blow at it without putting your lips on the sphere directly and generate enough pressure, and the sphere starts to grow, and now it like lifts you up off the ground where your toes aren't touching the floor anymore.
Okay.
And it's about the size of a volleyball.
My suggestion, if you want to make it smaller, try like sucking in air.
So when Gib falls back down to the ground, he gives the orb to Horace to let him try sucking the air out.
Horace will remove his.
No,
Oh,
Gibbs like floating like now a foot
Yeah.
off the floor, holding the sphere above
that's what I'm
his
saying.
head.
To get down, suck the air out of the orb.
Yeah.
I mean, if one's true, the converse is true.
That's what it said in the rooms.
Right, but is it?
Except I just made a luck check without touching my lips to it.
Harder to create a vacuum without putting your
Yes,
lips
without
on the
putting my
sphere.
lips to it. Right, exactly.
So, sorry, how big is it now? Like a volleyball
So
size?
Gib will take
Yeah.
the sphere and put it in front of, while he's floating, and put it in front of Horace's face and say, "Okay, go ahead."
So
Show-
now
show-
it
show
is
me
like
show
so
me
the
what you
sphere
think.
is like based on your body weight and displacement. The sphere is about 8 feet above the floor. You're like hanging on to it. You're like 2 feet off the floor.
So
You
so
can
I
like
can't
kind
let
of
go of it
wrestle it
now?
down. You can like try to wrestle it down and like
Wrestle it
get
down
on
and
top of it, but it's still displacing the same amount of weight.
Hurry
so now
up.
you're now just 8 feet above the floor. You know, kind of like sitting on a volleyball in the pool.
So I can't let go.
Well, you can
I
let go if
wouldn't
you want.
I wouldn't recommend it.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Oh, sure.
Suck air out of it.
So Gib lowers his body down and says, "Somebody grab me and pull me down."
Oh yeah, okay.
Horace will
so
grab
your
his
companions
legs.
kind of are able to sort of bring you down and kind of firmly lock you to the floor, and now you've got the volleyball size thing above you, and it's like now it's like moving a volleyball through water, right? Maybe even harder than that, trying to get it down to
Suck the air out of it.
There. Okay, there. Now he gives it to Horace.
Okay, Horace, make a luck check.
Oh, good lord! If he makes this, that'd be a miracle in and of itself. No.
Yeah, so you suck the air out of it. It takes you like 3 or 4 draws to get it back down to sort of where it was before, that sort of softball size.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Horace will
Excellent
then.
observation, Horace, but one wizard can never be too safe. And sorry.
Horace, now that he's sucked the air out of this thing, goes ahead, takes it, and puts it in his sack.
I was worried that when it said that the breath of life, will inflate it, that you need the breath of death to.
Right. I was almost
Death
thinking
rattle.
I was thinking breath of life might just be like CPR type thing, right? But
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, my daughter's running the blender in the kitchen.
Oh, I
That's
thought it was
right.
the sound effect in the game. I'm like, what the
Sounded
fuck
like a
just
vacuum.
happened?
Yeah, Horace, you take 2 permanent hit points of damage.
ow.
Oh. Well, wizard can't be too safe. That's an expensive flight mechanism.
Clearly.
Well, if we have to do it again, we'll let Hammy try it with a higher luck.
Yeah, having Horace make a luck check on that was a really bad idea.
Horace suggested doing it.
Well, yeah, because if you didn't, you were
Who's-
gonna die.
Who's carrying the orb?
Horace is apparently carrying the orb because Gib was handing it off.
I just want to know where to take
Yeah.
notes about it.
Yeah.
To know who gets attacked by the orb-eating worm. Cousin of the
Exactly.
sword-eating worm.
That's right. Sword-eating worm, orb-eating worm, star-eating worm, planet-eating worm. Like,
Orb of levitation.
Orb of soul-sucking levitation.
Breathe,
This
Yeah,
is
that
Dungeon
too.
of Soul-Sucking.
breathe and live, suck and die. Like a motto to live by.
Well, we'll just never reduce it. That's the trick.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll have Nils' servants do it.
Yeah, they'll die right off.
Well, Gib's
All
down
right.
to 10, so Gib opens. Nah, Gib's not going to examine the bottle. He's not going to press his luck.
All right. Shall we make our way down south then?
Yep.
Okay. Apparently this door is locked.
which way are you moving?
Trying to move south, but the door appears
Okay, I will
locked.
open it for you. Sorry.
That's okay.
Just took a note onto Horace's character sheet, and I need to be on the
Yeah.
dynamic lighting there. And I need to select.
Yay.
Damn, maybe we should have brought the gorilla.
Had him suck stuff out of the sphere?
I just didn't want to see him get hurt the big herbivore.
Yeah. So do we want to go south and west or south and east?
South and east.
Okay. Oh, more locked doors.
Sorry, that token hasn't updated on my side. Where are you?
Um,
Trying to open the door.
Oh, this door. Pardon me.
cool.
You've been to this room before.
Yep.
Yes, you remember. And are you traveling south again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're making our way south and east.
And we're keeping an eye open for a little sign that says open portcullis and a button.
Okay,
Sure.
hold on just a minute. I need to look something up.
So I hate to see, we walk past it and you go, oh, you didn't mention you were looking for it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Let's.
I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna be back.
All right. Okay.
Time passes.
Okay. So as the party is about to cross this
Corner.
this corner, there's a shuffling behind you. And yeah, there's a shuffling behind you. Let's see, are you guys surprised?
No, we expect to be attacked from behind. That's why Nils' people are always watching our rear.
Yeah. You guys are startled by this ape that shuffles out of the shadows. Let's see here.
Poor ape.
Cue the ape talker.
Yeah,
Cute.
damn straight.
Let's see. I need to figure out my GM hotkeys a little bit better here to be able to shift between all the different layers.
I take it it's not Sky.
No, it's not. But it's certainly clearly of his species. This ape that appears out of the shadows. Can you see it here?
Yep.
No.
It's sort of shadowy.
There you can see it. Okay.
We're going to try and communicate.
Well, let's see what you guys are startled and surprised. So let's see what its reaction is to you when it comes upon you. Let's ooh. Let's see. 4. It sort of sounds this low shriek. It is like a shriek, but it's like very guttural, and it charges at you.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Let's see. What's the marching order look like? Oh, Rydian's in the back.
Oh, crap.
But the party turned and looked at it, so it's just this confused milling of the party members. So there's 5 of you. It attacks 3, 1, 2, Hammy.
Okay.
And it attacks with.
Is this an ape or a wraith?
Yeah, it rushes up to Hammy and tries to grab at him.
I'm a slippery dude.
Here it is. Darn it. Sidebar. Where's the sidebar? Ah, there's one. All right. He grabs at Hammy, and his Sacco is 15. So that means he's attack plus 4. And he attacks for 3d20. Let's see. I said plus 4, so the best armor class he can hit is 14.
Oh, just
What's your armor class?
15.
50. Oh yeah. So he tries to grab at you, and
I'm jumping and dodging
and
and
bites down at you, and it's like a grab, bite, and 3 misses. All right. So that was your lost round.
I'm casting.
You're casting. Anybody else casting?
I'm going to cast Word of Command.
Okay. Anybody else casting?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, I'll cast.
All right. Beat and
Ooh.
20.
Crap.
19.
Not with a 6.
It's almost an 18.
Let's see. So that's like Hammy. So it's like sort of Hammy and Horace there in the front of this mob. So let's see who the ape tries to grab this time. Horace.
All right. Oh, yeah.
Let's see. He hits AC 20, AC
21.
AC 12. Oh, that's a miss. So he tries to grab onto you, but you sort of pull away and take 2 steps back. All right, your guys.
Kith armor, babe.
Kith armor. It's slippery.
Smooth.
Oh, yeah.
I'm casting Word of
Animal
Command.
Priestess.
Uh-huh.
That's a 20.
A 20. All right. Let's see if I can make a save.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Oh, he has a plus?
Yep.
Crap.
I mean, we're in a level 4 dungeon. Everything has a bonus.
Damn, I was so pleased. I was going to say calm.
What if you add some luck to your roll there?
No.
Let's see. It is a plus.
Because we don't want to fight this thing. I mean, that's what we.
Yeah, it's a. He has a will save of +5.
Oh.
So I'd need to
it's a
burn 3
24.
luck to do it.
Two or 3 luck? 3?
Yeah, because it's 2 per, and I rolled
But
it.
you're 1 above.
But I don't know that we want to be burning luck this early on.
That's a lot of luck to burn.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happens when we go to talk to that guy out there? Yeah, we had to beat up one of yours to.
Yeah, well, when they come back, they're changed. He said so himself.
Yeah.
So we can continue. Can we continue? We can do things like parry, and then we can try not to fight it. And I will keep trying to cast Word of Command.
I mean, I think that if you cast Word of Command, I think at some point it's just going to come back and fight us.
Well, I want Gib would like him to try to communicate with him again. This one as well.
I agree.
But you're right. But good point. You know, it might be changed, and then if so, then it's.
I just don't want to lose an entire round of potential combat.
That
against
as well. Yep.
Since it's clearly come at us and is attacking us. And it gets 3 attacks.
No, sorry. Hammy's doing it.
What? Oh, he's burning the luck.
Yep.
Ugh.
So she has a 26.
Okay. So the spell goes off, and your word was
Calm.
I believe. Okay. So the ape,
peeps,
like
whatever works for gorillas.
Sure, calm is fine. The ape is like going. Its teeth are barred and its arms are up, and then it just goes slack, and it sort of stands there, and it's kind of slouching a little bit, just kind of looking at you quizzically.
So Sky of the Moonshine Clan. He's our friend. He sent us to come bring help.
Oh, are you going to try your speak with animals?
Yep.
Go ahead and make another spell check for me, please.
Come on, Ildevar. Don't make us kill this ape. Fuck yeah. It's a 25.
Okay, so that's a very successful roll, almost like as successful as when you were speaking with Sky out in the meadow. But there's no there when you reach for this mental connection.
Mm-hmm.
There's no emotional connection. There's nothing. It's like a hollow, vacant shell.
Mm-hmm.
Like those things.
You know, and you do notice that he has this weird, this ape has this weird kind of vacant expression on its face.
Damn it.
Something to do with all those brain experiments. Maybe.
Yeah, they do a Dahmer on him. That's why they were in that other room. They do brain stuff and make them into these zombie things. Damn it. Great roll, too. Can we guide it into the room just to the north of us and close the door?
Sure. Yeah, you could do that.
I'm going to close the door, so maybe it'll take.
Or we should just kill it. We don't want it coming back on us.
God, and we can't save it. It's not there. Oh, crap.
Up to the cleric. Cleric, or
this isn't natural. What they've done to this creature is not natural. This is not right.
No, I think someone performed some brain surgery or did some magic.
We have to end its life. It's not there. It's just a shell.
Okay, how are you going to do this?
Oh, crap.
Do you want Horace to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Horace will basically come up kind of behind the creature, ready his sword right over where the heart should be, and just drive it straight through the heart.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack and your deed roll. You can take 2 shifts. You can roll a d30.
$28.
The deed doesn't go off.
Right.
So you miss the killing blow, but you do drive your sword clean through its chest, and it howls in agony and fury. And go ahead and roll your damage.
6.
All right. And it.
Hammy's putting a shot into it.
Okay, so now it's a new round.
Mm-hmm.
Its initiative is a 17 plus 4, 21.
19, baby.
Nope, a 7.
All right.
I
All these
assume it's an
attacks are
attack.
coming at Horus.
I would say Horus. It's got to be.
They're all 3d20.
Sorry, guys, I couldn't talk to the zombie.
It's okay. I missed my killing blow.
Whoever the villain is in this dungeon, I hate them for what they've done to these gorillas.
Let's see, Thaco 15. This is plus 4. You're like
21.
super armor, right? Yeah.
Yep.
He can't get a hand on you. All right, guys, you're up.
All right. Well, Horus will try and drive his blade in again.
Let's see. 1, 2. Horus can attack plus 2 others.
Okay.
Let me
Horus
cast
takes- Okay, go ahead, Ridian.
I'm going to cast Enlarge on Horus.
All right.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong window. There we go.
$21.
All right.
Radiant
21.
for D6, D4 rounds.
Yep. Caster. Oh, sorry. I'm looking at the. All of a sudden, you can spell or climb walls. Okay, 21. Uh-oh. Target doubles in size. Normal man becomes ogre size with this result, receiving a +4 bonus to damage, attacks, and AC. In addition, the target receives +10 hit points from the new size. These hit points are lost first when the target is wounded, and damage suffered while giant is transferred to his normal hit point pool only if he loses his
The bonus ones.
10 points. And this is for 4 turns.
Not rounds.
Okay,
Not
so we got
rounds,
giant
actual
Horus.
turns.
4 turns. All right. I mean, take a
Giant
note.
Horus.
40 minutes.
Yep.
Okay, so
That's why.
And
Right
now,
now.
now Ridian can talk to his talk to the ape because he's turned into an ape
Oh,
himself.
right, because he's a gibbering.
Okay, so
the
you
gibbering
said
caveman.
what +4 to attack and damage,
And AC.
and then +10 temporary hit points.
Yep.
Correct.
Okay.
And like
And
hundreds
double
of
size.
tiny workmen fly out and chop you into tiny little pieces and then build you back up again.
I
Like,
love that one.
bit by bit. Like first
Super
it's your
good.
leg, and then it's your hip, and then it's your other leg.
I love that effect.
Super kiss.
All right, who's next?
Well, that was Horus, right? Or
Horus.
did you already go?
I haven't
Horus
gone
hasn't
yet.
gone. Go ahead, make
So
your.
does this ape? Is this ape going to get a little meter, little video game meter,
Oh, sure.
a little hit point meter?
Makes us happy.
Let's see. All right, there you go. Oh, and he took some damage earlier, right?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
took what 9, 6,
9 when he
6.
drove it.
He took 6.
18,
6 when he drove his spear through it.
27, took 29.
He took 6 points earlier. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
You said 2 more to get in?
Yeah, so I just rolled a 25.
That's
Okay.
a hit.
I didn't hear any deeds, so go ahead and throw your damage.
$11.
Not even funny.
Might kill it.
No, it's not enough.
Well,
No.
6 is almost half,
But Gerda's going to try.
but it's
I think
another
it's like
11.
reduced
You
damage.
just did 11 damage.
That's impressive.
That didn't kill it, Aaron?
How much did you do to it?
11.
11? Oh, yeah, that'll kill it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Right. Percentage-wise, I would have put it at around 13 or something, I would think.
You math people.
This time, Horus's sword does actually drive into its chest.
Right. Yeah, it's the secondary. It's the.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, +2 because he's huge.
Right.
Okay, Aaron, Gerda will make a blessing over the ape.
Oh, okay. Okay.
She's getting angry.
She's getting angry, eh? All right.
That's good.
They fucked with animals.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We have an angry cleric and a 12-foot warrior.
Let's turn the corner.
Yeah.
This is, I'm surprised that you didn't bring that up before, because this is, this transforms the group then.
Well, in the
Been
past,
many a battle won on. In fact, there's a legend that one time a wizard made a very small warrior into an 80-foot tall warrior.
That'd be cool. Hard to hide him now.
A little bit, yeah.
So what's the star?
Oh, you guys come around the corner there?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's
feeling big.
at the end of the hallway. There's a life-size statue of an ape. That's
Were they
wearing this
stuck in-
weird doublet, and holding to its ears are these two trumpets that it's holding on either side. And this statue kind of seamlessly protrudes from the floor itself. And
How big is it?
Life size.
So as
yeah,
big
it's
as-
life size. Mm-hmm.
As big as the thing we just slayed? Or is it
Yeah,
like
yeah,
our
it's,
size?
yeah, it's equivalent. Sorry.
So it's like 10 feet tall?
Yeah, 10 feet tall, but it's sort of crouched down, so it's not quite that high.
Okay, so it's like 7. So it's like our height,
Yeah.
maybe?
What was that phrasing that we had heard that you wrote down, Peter?
Oh, gotta go to my character sheet. I'm going through the chat. That doesn't help me. Disregard the body, its many forms deceive. Follow the eyes, they unerringly shepherd the mind.
Oh, okay. Nothing about ears.
No.
So Gibbs going to go up and examine the entire ape, and then really specifically the horns or tubes coming out of its ears.
Yeah, it's exquisitely carved. This statue.
Are the two horns hollow?
They are. Yeah,
appearing?
it's a stone statue. So.
And how big are the holes for those horns?
How big are the? Sorry, I missed it.
The openings to the.
Oh, they're about
the earpieces.
They're like golf ball size, maybe a little bit larger.
Oh, okay.
And they kind of, you can see them protruding all the way down, and it's actually carved and hollowed all the way down.
Part of the thing.
Part of the statue.
And they go into the head, or do they go?
They
into
do.
The
They
neck?
go into the head.
They go into the head. And how big are the stones that we found in the monkey heads?
They're like fist size.
Fist size. Okay.
Do we want to try talking to the statue?
You can do that if you want.
Whisper sweet nothings.
I'm willing to give it a shot.
I mean, I'm just thinking this thing has some sort of horns for ears. Maybe it's listening for something.
And at the top of the thing, it says, "Hear no."
Yeah.
Hear no evil.
Yeah.
So that's an 18.
Are you
What were
rolling?
What were you rolling for?
Speak to animals.
Oh,
Trying to talk gorilla.
Yeah, it's like talking to a rock. It's not a real gorilla. You
There's not a
you
gorilla.
reach out with your mind, and there's
Nothing there.
it's not even like nothing there. It's like it is a rock. It's stone.
Okay.
So, does it look like there's any type of a doorway behind it, or like it's hinged in the floor, or is it just like completely part of the floor?
No, there's nothing behind it. It's like, kind of in the end of this hallway, just sitting there.
Mm-hmm. So what were you gonna say to it, Horace?
Well, I was thinking, wake up.
Okay, sure. You say things like "wake up" to it, and it's like still a statue.
Okay.
So Gibbs gonna get closer to one of the earpieces and just make a sound near it to see if there's any type of reverberation, or if it sounds extremely hollow.
What kind of sound are you making?
Like a ooh.
Okay. Yeah, it's. I mean, the sound you can quite clearly feel like the sound's traveling down into these little horns, but there's no effect or result from that.
So
Hammy says, "Hey, tell it to open the gates."
And,
open the gate.
Yeah. No, there's.
So what was what did the runes say again? Are we able to clearly remember that?
Yeah, the first set of runes were like anatomy parts of the brain, like prefrontal cortex and lobe, and that kind of stuff. And the second set of runes that you saw were like mental traits, like greed and lust and steadfastness and that kind of stuff. Willingness, restraints, responsiveness, anger, subservience.
Wasn't there a third set that we read that was maybe near the monkey heads or something like that?
You did
that's right. Yeah.
You did find another set of things marked into the wall, but that was down here where you fought that weird snake.
And I was talking about like eyes and not trusting them in this form.
Okay, and so what did it say again?
Peter, you want to paste it into the chat?
That's a good idea.
Peter took a note in his character sheet about it.
So can you see the eyes in this ape?
Can you in the handout? Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, because I can't. It looks like he's closed. His eyes are closed.
Yeah. No, they're open.
Okay, so Gibbs gonna go look to see where he's looking, and then go to the opposite, to see if he's looking at a
so
place.
He's sort of like looking directly where the party token is right now. Towards the end of the hall.
Gib will go examine that wall.
Are you going to search there?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Hang on a second. Oh, you don't find anything.
Okay, then as Gib just did that, he walks back and he says "evil" into the earpiece.
Evil. And it whispers hollowly down into the trumpets, but there's no change in the statue.
Then he says, "See no, hear no evil, see no evil, see no evil,
speak no evil." Yes, no, that doesn't work.
Nothing.
I mean,
Gib says that he thinks that we should be saying something into these earpieces.
Uh-huh.
Do you want Horace to give a nice loud bellow with his now doubled size and doubled lung capacity?
Sure.
Tammy says, "Tell it to open."
Horace will lumber his way over to the statue, and in one of the earpieces, bellow open.
Okay. No effect other than a mighty shout.
Alerting all creatures to our presence.
I didn't know if this is what opened the portcullis.
And he did just roll something. So again, 2.
This has been having a thief or someone with detect magic would be really helpful.
Yeah, afraid I don't have that on my character sheet.
Yeah, there's got to be something said.
Yeah.
Gibbs thoroughly convinced of that.
Where's Nils?
I'm here.
Any ideas?
So Gibb goes up to the piece and just starts making a bunch of different noises. Just seeing if there's something that triggers something.
What kind of noises are you making?
Ooh, ee, soup, ha.
Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, ooh,
Yeah, none of that produces any sort of result.
Interesting.
So I'm gonna suggest that we perhaps go
Okay.
check out the other side of the corridor. Maybe there's another ape.
And he's gonna go breathe into it. He's gonna go
Okay.
blow into it.
like the
Yes.
Like the sphere.
The sphere
Like
of
this floating sphere.
soul-stealing bastard.
soul sucking sphere of doom. All right. Yeah, so you guys have spent, probably 20 or 30 minutes, screwing around with this thing without much success. And now Horace's stature shrinks in size.
Well, he was given 40 minutes.
Yeah, but that's I've
Okay.
been tracking it on my. I've been
Okay.
tracking. You guys had to deal with the ape, and now you've been dealing with the statue. That's
Yeah, that's why I was saying we should go check out the other side passage.
basically I allow you guys to do 2 things in the dungeon, like 2 moves or 2 something, right? And then that's a turn.
That makes sense.
So
Yeah.
yeah, why don't we go down to the other side and see if there's something matching or something else
On the opposite side, you mean?
to the west? Because clearly we're getting
I
nowhere
like
with
King.
this thing. Hold or click and hold.
Ah! There, right?
Yep.
Okay. I agree.
The one idea that I had was that maybe we're supposed to put something into the horns. If it's hollow in there, if we like fill it with water or something,
Mm.
that might
There
trigger.
is the bottle
We have enough water to do anything with.
that Gib
Oh yeah,
has.
carrying the bottle.
Gib is.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna note it down on your sheet just so I.
So
Keep
with
track
that,
of it.
so Gib will take the bottle and open it up and not drink out of it, but just see if he can examine it. What's the contents?
Little whip.
There's liquid in the bottle.
How much?
Or I don't know. I'll tell you just a second.
Enough?
Some. A cup worth of liquid.
A cup. Does Gib detect any type of magic about it?
Maybe half a cup, actually. Sorry. Yet it is. It does. There is some magical properties about it.
Can Gib determine anything about it?
If you spent an hour kind of studying it and evaluating it, yes, I'd let you have a check for the day.
That sounds like a camp thing.
But then, and then progressively, every time you check against it, spending an hour of time.
Well, Gib relays the
It
amount that's in it.
gets a little bit easier until
If-
you can
and-
finally figure it out. Or you could puzzle it out with your own.
Got it. Understood.
Mhm.
So Gib relays that to the group, and if we want to pour a little bit into the horns, there's only a little bit. So if it's something worth using for something else, it might waste it. Or
No, I think if you're supposed to put a liquid into it, it'd be in his mouth.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with hold on to it because we haven't
That's what-
explored.
that's what Gib thinks as well. So
Anybody have any giant Q-tips?
I left him in camp with Sky,
What do you propose doing?
cleaning him out.
He gets ears out. I don't know.
All right. Westward we go.
All right.
Onward to mayhem. Can we actually see anything past the portcullis with our light, or is it like really tight and?
Well, you can see what you can see, which is
Move as
not
close
very
as-
far.
Ah, there it is.
30 feet.
Okay, let's move on.
Oh, and there's a door we haven't investigated also.
Yep.
Hang on. Let me
So I like your idea of going around the corner and down there and see if there's a matching statue.
Yep. I mean, my other thought is that if that statue opens the portcullis, there should be another statue to open the other portcullis. So it may not do what we think it does.
Are you guys moving to that door, or what are you?
Oh yeah.
What are you doing?
We're gonna go around the corner first.
Okay.
Oh man, it's like a maze.
I love the dynamic lighting.
Yeah, how the lighting follows pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
super cool. And then, I mean, in Nils's game, it just like wandering around with the fog of war, it just felt so claustrophobic and so like, God, where is this going?
Yeah. It's very effective.
Yeah. Oh, portcullis.
Okay, let's go back to that
Door.
to the
Door. Is this literally the only possible route we have left?
that we have left, right? So we're gonna listen at the door, or do we just automatically hear that now? Is that what it is?
Oh, right. Well, you guys sort of have a standard operating procedure, when you get to the doors to listen at them and search them and make sure they're
So we
not
could cast
dangerous.
enlarge on the warrior again.
Do we want to do that now or wait?
I say wait because I don't
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Why don't we wait?
But I'm wondering if we cast enlarge, he's strong enough to break when the portcullis is open.
That is an option. I don't know how much or how much of an
Let's see
option.
what's
it is.
behind the door.
Yeah.
Door number 1.
Oh, I'm sorry. I need to move you past the door. Pardon me.
And it's another door.
This is 20 by 30 room. It's featureless.
Hey, but we have options. This is good.
We have another door.
Let's see. Coming up to the other door. Hang on, just checking my map. You're going to enter this other door, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Something about running out of options. Oh, criminy.
All right, let's see here. Along this diagonal wall here, there's a shelf like inset into the wall, and laying on that shelf inside this wall is a stuffed and preserved ape, kind of lying in with its arms crossed in front of it. And it's preserved, like taxidermy, like preserved.
Okay, so it's dead.
So it's a big one. It's one of these big ones.
Yeah, one of these big gorillas.
And how has it been sewn shut. Can you see that? Can
Oh,
one-
you want to search it?
Sure.
Okay.
Gib will search
You
it.
found some money.
So you don't even really have to get too close to it or even touch it much, but you see that its lips and its eyes and its ears have been nose
Sewn
are all
shut.
sewn shut.
So Gib will cut them open.
You're cutting them open. Okay.
I'm
The
thinking it's
stitching
like
again,
some.
right?
You check where are you? What are you cutting in? You cutting open the head or?
Yeah, first, sure.
Okay. Yeah, there's nothing in the head. Whack, whack, chop. Kind of destroying this carefully preserved ape body.
Okay, and what about like the chest area?
You want to kind of work your way down the.
Mm-hmm.
That's just like this grim. This
Horace
grim.
is kind of like covering his eyes a little bit, averting his gaze.
Well, I don't know why you butchered an ape in cold blood.
Mindless ape.
But there's something about butchering something that's already dead.
Oh, I see. Let's see.
Being lawful and all, there are rules and extents to which he goes.
I'm just grabbing an image for you, Mike. You find in the chest, like where the heart should be, is a crescent-shaped chunk of moonstone, and I'm just grabbing you what that moonstone looks like. Put it into your handout, and it's easily worth 300 gold pieces.
Dang. They like putting
Right.
money into these
Are
dead
you writing
apes.
that down?
Yeah, I'm not writing it down. That's your guys' job.
What is it
Well,
again?
I wrote on Gert and Hammy's last time was the 3 carnelian stones, 200 GP each. So this is one what?
This is a crescent-shaped piece of moonstone, and I'm just uploading for you guys a picture of moonstone.
And
And
you
Horace
should-
is going to suggest that we search that bookshelf wall for potentially like a door into another room or
Sure.
something like that.
All right, you want
How
to?
much did you say? I'm sorry. How much did you say it was worth before we go further?
It's worth 300 gold.
So nothing else. Gib doesn't find anything else in it.
No, you go all the way down to its toes. It's filled with like a lot of batting and stuffing and things like that.
Yeah, right.
And its skin is very kind of hard and leathery. And it took a fair amount of time to kind of butcher the whole thing, get it out of the shelf, and
Interesting.
and now the rest.
Yeah, we're missing something with the ape with the statue.
Yeah.
Who's searching?
Hammy always likes to search.
Two of you can search.
Horace is not searching then.
Gib will search, I guess.
Okay. Well, two of you can search in one turn in that in that narrow kind of
Yeah.
space of the shelf. You don't find anything.
Nothing on the ceiling. No runes.
There's no runes or other markings. There's just this kind of bare chamber with this shelf along that diagonal wall. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the shelf is like inset into the stone. Is that right? Or
Yes.
is it just laying against?
Yeah. It's like a cubby hole, but large. To kind of hold one of these ape creatures.
And is it like a wooden shelf or is it stone carved
It's
out?
stone. It's
Okay.
stone. It's like carved into the wall. Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so if there's nothing here, then really all we have left is to try and figure out what the heck to do with the statue.
Right. So if we have time, Gib wants to go back and do a couple things.
Okay, what do you want to do, Gib?
Well, he wants to. He keeps on talking about to the group. Follow the eyes. They unerringly shepherd the mind.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So Gib wants to go back and look into the eyes of the
Of the statue.
Yeah.
Okay. Does
we
anybody
can get
else
back
want to
to
do anything before you kind of leave this area and head back towards the statue?
No, I don't think so.
Probably means that we should be doing something then.
No, I'm just asking. I mean, because you have to travel back to the other side of the
Yeah.
complex.
I
Right?
feel like we're missing something because
Well, we could go and search here, you know.
yeah,
Check that one wall in that room we came through. That's not a
Yeah.
bad idea, but
yeah. Check that or check the south wall in the room we're in.
Looking at since I can't see the full map on my session, and I'm looking at the chat, the Aaron's ghost account. There's that diagonal area, a diagonal hall that's got doors on the kind of like the middle on the east or west.
Oh, that's right. We haven't gone into that one, have we?
What?
I don't know. That's what I was wondering.
wait a
The
minute.
diagonal hall?
Are you playing on your phone, Nils?
No.
Oh, you said you could.
Yes, we checked out. Those were all like little monastic little cubicles. There's one of them
okay.
we couldn't seem to open. We can try and break that door down, and then there was a portcullis at the end of it.
So we've been into this room there.
We've been into all of them.
No, we have
This
not
one?
been.
Yeah,
we've
we
not
broke
been
down
into
the
that
door.
one.
No, we broke into that door, I believe.
No, we did not.
No, you did not.
Okay.
No, that was the door that was firmly, wouldn't even move in its frame. Remember?
Wow.
Okay.
Sounds like we need to make somebody stronger and bigger to open it.
But do we want to go do that instead of 8
Yeah,
boy?
let's go do that.
Okay.
All right. So we can do this one last room, and then I think we should probably wrap it up for the
Sure.
evening.
I think it's a good idea.
For you
Yeah.
guys. Yeah. Okay. So let me grab you, and I'll just move you over there quickly. So what do you want to do about this? Oops. What do you want to do about this door?
Well, it doesn't have a lock or anything on it, right? There's something that Hammy can pick.
I think the going theory was to try and supersize Horus and
And
have him
bash
try
it.
and bash it in.
Okay. Go ahead and make the spell check to supersize Horus.
Oh man,
You've been invigorated.
28.
Oh,
Holy
wow.
crap!
Master is able to select up to 3 targets, which all triple in size.
Oh good lord.
Up to.
this
So you
point-
can choose as many
Well, you-
targets as you wish, Nils.
Horus and
So you could do
I guess,
Hammy
let's
and whoever else is probably the next best tank.
Gerda.
Gerda.
I got a strength 10 on Gerda.
yeah.
I've got a strength of 12, except that I'm not that strong.
And
I mean-
myself.
Oh, and yourself. And how long does this last? And what's the basic effect? It's probably a strength and an AC and a.
Yeah, +6 to attack damage and AC.
So you enlarged Horatio and who else?
Horus.
Gerda and Ridian.
The Horus is now 18 feet tall. I don't
Yeah,
know if he's
so-
hitting the ceiling.
You clearly are. I mean, you're like kind of hunched and crouched over, and
Okay.
yeah, pretty miserable in this state, right?
I bet.
Yeah. The corridors are only 10 feet wide. They're a little bit wider in this diagonal kind of area.
And
Really only one
Well,
of
no,
us
they're
is
10 feet wide as well.
15
kind of
feet
like
tall,
hogging the entire corridor right now.
Mm-hmm.
and it's 15
Alright.
feet tall.
Yeah, 15 feet tall.
Yeah.
If you're worried about size, and you could enlarge Hammy instead of Gerda. Because then he's just like a little bigger than a normal person.
He's like 9 feet tall or 12 feet tall. Yeah.
He's like, gosh darn it, right when I get big, those guys get big too.
Well, I think this is Horus's best chance to try and knock down this door.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So how are show us how you're going to deal with
Kick
this
it.
door.
So basically at this point, based on his size, he's gonna like wedge himself or get himself into the corridor, and
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna kind of like just use the fact that his body is almost bigger than the corridor to just create pressure and like just force the door down.
Okay. Do you get any strength mod for this large size, or is it just an attack?
No,
mod?
it's just a plus attack, damage, and AC mod.
Oh, really? No strength?
I mean, I am 3
Well, that
times
does kinda
bigger than I
implies
was.
that that's from their strength.
Yeah, the attack damage kind of implies that. All right. Well, why don't you go ahead and I'll give you this one chance to try and get through this door with this approach that you're taking. Go ahead and roll your action die and your deed die. Let's see how you do. You're looking for a 25.
Am I getting?
I'll give you the deed, and I'll give you. Oh, what the heck! I'll give you the attack mod as well for strength.
All right.
Good leverage. So you're looking for a 25 strength check.
Oh.
The deed doesn't go off. This thing doesn't even move. Do you want to burn luck?
I have no luck to burn.
Mm.
I'm at the
I
bottom.
don't have
of
that
candy.
much luck to burn.
Yeah, so
You bounce off it.
you don't even bounce, right? I mean, he's pushing and straining, and the door is just like nothing's even touching it.
All right. While I'm supersized, can I try one more thing? Not on the door, on the portcullis.
Sure. Which portcullis?
The one that's
Closest
closest to us.
The southern one.
Yeah.
That's
Besides, the
southwest.
corridor's wider there. He can stretch out.
We can get multiple people on it potentially. I don't know.
That's true.
We might be able to get like all
If
3
you
people
get-
like
Yeah,
Going.
3 of these giants pulling
At
on
least
a.
2 giants.
Do we have a rope? Maybe 1 person on the pole and then 2 on a rope or something.
There's 3 of you that have all been enlarged like this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, you're these, the bars like squeak and groan. You snap one, and then and then snap the next one.
Oh, cool.
And then that's the end of the scene. So we'll close it there.
Ooh,
portcullis-
nice chapter closing.
Cliffhanger bullshit.
Yeah, you tend to pick good spots to do that in.
Oh, here, let me.
Same time, same channel, kids.
next
Come back
week-
again.
Yep.
So I
Remember,
just
drink your
realized I
old.
could cast enlarge on the door.
Yeah, you could. That's been done before as well.
So
who's
maybe
so-
next week
or
I
So,
can try to do
or
that.
so that this wizard has heard.
There, you've kind of removed a few of these bars in the portcullis so that you can make your way through.
At least when we shrink down.
I'll draw something on the map too.
All right. Wizard
Well,
saved the day.
Fun game tonight, guys. I hope you had a good time. I did.
Yeah.
Very
and
mind-boggling.
puzzling, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, some things we still got to figure out.
Yep.
Cool.
There's the beams of the portcullis that you kind of ripped through.
So there you go.
Fantastic.
Cool.
Okay, guys.
All right. Good night, Mike.
Talk to you next
Good
time.
night.
Well, anybody
yeah.
have any pros and cons from the session tonight? I know we lost Mike, but
Super Horus.
Giant Horus.
Giant Horus. 18-foot tall horse, man.
Mhm.
It's silly, but my biggest pro is rolling a 20 to talk to that first 8. I just
Oh
love
yeah,
the
that was
fact
a
that my
nice
character
that was
got
a
to
nice
talk to
kickoff
an
to the
animal.
session. That was good.
It just fits her so well. I really like that about it.
Nils, you had something?
I was just like, I've rolled up characters for my servants. Can you create another character sheet? You've created one, but I need a second one.
Sure.
Con was these damn vampire things that are sucking people's lives. Ooh, these are hard-earned hit points people are losing.
The sphere.
Nils. There's Nils.
Well, to be fair, magic has a price.
It does. It really does.
Ah, it's cheap and easy. Just look at me.
Freaking cousin it.
Yeah, in all honesty, Horace is not the one who should be trying to blow air into this thing. Well, actually, now that I think about it, it might be good for Horace to blow air into the thing, because if the breath of life makes it bigger, maybe he gains hit points. I don't know.
Let's see, Nils, you should have both the character sheets. You should have access to them.
I'm
See it
there.
now?
Got it. Okay, yeah, I got it. Okay, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Aaron? Any pros or cons?
Oh, I mean, I think the first 2 hours of the game, you guys didn't really leave. You kind of were like in two rooms. I thought that was kind of pretty intense. That the whole session was pretty much spent with those two, dealing with the bug man, and then dealing with the
rooms and
the invisible backpack and this floating sphere. I thought that was pretty fun too. For me, a con, I think, is the combat's getting to be a little bit one-dimensional. I need to figure out a way to sort of fix that for myself, and I think I need to spend some time writing up the monsters as DCC monsters and not just doing a kind of an on-the-fly conversion.
Wow.
The conversion stuff I have is helpful, but each monster, I think, needs sort of a special attack, a special kind of something that makes it unique, right?
Yeah, something that makes it DCC.
Yeah.
Whereas I like to say adds the what the fuck.
Something, the unexpected kind of factor, the peculiar and the weird. Add the weird.
It looks like an ape, but it's not actually an ape.
Right. So I like that. I'm also liking the kind of fine tuning that we're doing with I'm doing with some of the macros and things. The searching and the reaction check and the surprises. I'm liking that. I'm a little frustrated with some of the tech bugs that we have, like the lag, and for some reason some of the buttons don't work for me on the funky macro. Like, does the D4 work for any of you guys? Like, it's broken for me.
Let me try it. Nope.
Nope.
D5 works, but no
Yeah.
D4.
Yeah, there's a couple of others that are broken that same way. So, and I was looking at the macro and I couldn't see a bug in it.
D6 didn't work either.
Yeah.
D8, nope.
Oh, I think I might see it. Hang on a second.
D24 does.
I wonder if it's the standard dice that it's failing on. I think that's what it seems. Yeah, it's only the standard dice that it's failing with.
Yeah.
All right, let's try this.
You can be onto something there, Ethan.
Call it again, Ethan. Call the macro again to the chat and try the D4. No, the D4's gone now. Okay, that didn't work.
D5 works.
Yeah, it's just the standard dice that aren't working.
Check D4 itself. Oh, I know what we can do. Delete. Macro. Call the funky macro and try the D4 again.
Grill white boy.
Nope.
Weird. Let me close the recording. I'm sure.
I guess at least they're recording because this part will be fascinating.
Oops.